Hey, what's going on, everyone? It is David Palmer, the Leo King, and Brian Scarborough, Fixed Air Moon, here for Deep Love Tarot, your weekly love tarot and astrology horoscope for this week of April 25th through May the 1st of 2022. Hope everybody's doing wonderful out there. Make sure that you join us on highvibe.tv. All the links are down below, or on our apps where you can get access to all my daily content, all my weekly content, and our special shows that we do every week, spiritual-based. Even when we go down the conspiracy spiritual holes, we go through it all. Make sure that you join us now. And of course, right now, I'm doing every week right now on Wednesdays, my Hypergate Manifestation Masterclass. It was just week 1 last week. So this week, you can watch the recording and join us on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday, and join us about how to use your own astrology and use the secrets of manifesting the life that you want. You can watch the trailer. It's 33 minutes long, I'm pretty sure. And of course, you can watch all the stuff that's on that website. You can go to highvibe.tv and click on Masterclass, or the link is down below here, wherever you're at. If you're on High Vibe on the app, on the website, or on YouTube. And of course, if you've never been on the show before, this is where we're going to go through your whole entire love story based upon the collective story. What's going on? I'm going to pull the cards. Brian's going to do the astrology. And then, of course, we do that for all 12 zodiac signs from the High Vibe Gold Chalice, where we pick all 12 zodiac signs by random to make sure that this show is truly done in the most unique and random form. What's going on, Brian? How you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope everybody else is doing well too. Definitely vibing right now. Can't complain about much. Happy to be here. Happy to enjoy this time with you all and pull some cards. What a week in the astrology. So it'll be cool to see what the cards say and then to hit with the astrology, and hopefully you all get some valuable little tidbits from it, and it's very enjoyable. How about you? What are you up to?
I don't, we're doing a lot of changes here. Tomorrow, Brian and I are going to be starting to redo this whole set. I don't know. I hung out with my nephew this weekend. We got Don't Trip coming up. So you don't want to miss us at Don't Trip, especially when it comes to getting your passes. They're super cheap, but the lodging is what goes quick, and RV passes are what go quick. And, if you want to camp in your car passes go quick. But I definitely recommend, if you don't like camping, to get the lodging, which is available still. The passes are super cheap, but we are going to have a High Vibe camp there. Of course, I'm doing my spiritual talks every day, and we're going to have a High Vibe camp where you can join us every day. But then I'm also going to be DJing on the main stage too. So it's going to be super fun. And I'm going to have a High Vibe camp with DJing too, where I'll be doing like spiritual dance physics and stuff like that. And we're coming up with lots of games and stuff. It's going to be June 10th through the 13th in Utah at 9,000 feet up. Of course, if you know or watch any of my stuff, you know all about it last year. This one's going to be way more intense than even last year, and way more awesome, and so many awesome things that we're putting together. So that's what we've been putting together too. And then I'm racing Huntington Beach next weekend, jet ski racing on the pier. Big deal. Best of the West, rounds 5 and 6, Huntington Beach. I haven't got to race on my own beach since 2019 because of stupid fucking California. But now, back at it, get to put my jet ski back up there. I hope it's a big swell. I haven't looked yet, but we've been getting some decent swell sizes here, so.
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
It's going to be,
Don't trip.
Those pictures you see me flying fucking 20, 30, 40 feet in the air, that's what I'm doing next weekend. So I'm actually mentally and emotionally and spiritually, and my back and my neck, and I'm getting prepared to go be launching my jet ski over 60 miles an hour over a 4 foot, 5 foot, maybe even 8 foot swell like one year I did.
Yeah. So get out there and watch.
Straight up. So, well, I say we go right into this, see what, I was going to share. Will you say something? Because I just need to share the link on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, I can say some things. I'll say some things to you all right now. This is a solar eclipse week, and it's more than that. Pluto's going to go retrograde. Mercury's going into shadow. And, of course, we're going to get the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, meeting up in Pisces. And they're meeting up, right with Neptune. Venus is going to cross Neptune. This is extremely amazing. It doesn't get much better than that. And even if you think about a solar eclipse in Taurus, this is meant to bring the good things into your life. This is meant to be like where you find a lot of your self-worth and value in the most magical, in the most spiritual ways of how to bring that into reality. And it's amplifying all of that. And it's huge for love. It's Jupiter's amplifying love and amplifying what romance can be, and maybe this new way forward for that. It's amazing, but it's also sextile Pluto, and Pluto's just going to go retrograde right before that conjunction with the sextile. So we're about to get like the deeper insides of all this. Like that's what Pluto's going to reveal with this retrograde, is like we're coming back into the real depth of our own soul integrity right now, and figuring out how to amplify new ways to create life that isn't based on control or an old system, but a new system of really like unconditional, a lot of it can be based around love. So it's amazing. It's a lot. And I'm here for it. And I hope you guys are all ready too. It's going to take us to the next tier of where this reality is meant to go. And I don't know exactly what it's going to look like. Maybe it's explosive. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But it's a lot of energy beaming down on us right now, and stuff that we all get to appreciate for the first time. This is like very new energy. Just the last time Pluto's ever going to retrograde. No big deal.
This week, from the cards point of view. Now, I'm doing things differently to cut down time on this show. There's only going to be one oracle card, and I'm just going to go through what's the situation, what is the spiritual advice, and what's the outcome of things. So that's what I'm going to be seeing here. Let's go first. Let's go. Just go now. Well, we got that Nine of Pentacles in reversed here to start things off. I think collectively wise, especially when it comes to love right now, people might feel uncertain about where to go, right? That Nine of Pentacles is always so sure. Of course, people always like to look at that as the single card. So maybe people aren't wanting to be single too. But there's conflict. So I feel like there's a lot of like questions that need to be answered, and you're going to have to confront them. But I don't think that's something to be afraid of here. Challenge-wise, just in the overall energies that we're seeing here to like what the situation is, I'm feeling like we're not wanting to be stuck, but we're having difficulties feeling like, how do we move things to the next place in our life? Now, our intuition's guiding us in a really good way, but also it kind of still feels like a little bit like we don't know what's on the other side. And I think that really what that end goal right now is everybody's really wanting to find that place we call home. But we're going to have to go through the difficulties. So what's the spiritual advice that we got here? Yeah, I think that we're going to have to, wow. Okay. You know what? I'm feeling like, number one, we're going to have to be positive. We can't be afraid of like actually just speaking our truth. Like we don't want to, the more real that we can be right now, especially communication wise, and it's okay that we can be honest with ourselves. Like we don't know exactly where it's going to go, but we can have conversations that need to be, had. And we need to have a much more positive attitude about things. I think if we're trying to take things too serious, it's not going to work. Like as far as like, well, I think the hard part too is that, I think the spiritual advice here is like, don't be afraid to let every emotion out. Like I think that if you try and be too like showy or, like I don't want somebody to know how I feel about this because I don't want to ruin things. Like if anything, it might make things stronger. I feel like this is definitely getting rid of a lot of the like red tape we put up and just only show the yellow tape. I'm feeling like we definitely have some problems when it comes to staying positive about things. Like, and right now maybe feeling like it's too much or it's too intense, or I don't know how I want to go about things. But if you just go like, I think that this is really where you get cutting down the line. Like, hey, where's this at? Are we doing this, or is this going to be changing the relationship, or is this not? But I feel like we're all in a place right now as a collective that doesn't want to have to deal with maybe that there's things that are coming in between. What are some of those things here? Oh, Six of Cups reversed. I'm feeling like we're definitely in a weird space because it's like you can't just keep going back to memory. You just can't keep going back to the past and what's happened and trying to relive your past again, whether that's the bad past and you think that's going to come, or the good past and trying to look for, well, what were the signs? Because everything to this point has changed. I think that, this is about, I haven't got any cards coming up about like getting over fear. If anything, it's people being like, putting on a show, really afraid to show their very deep desires of like very basic, fundamental, loving things. Like I want to feel safe and have a place that I can call home emotionally with somebody. I want it to be light and fun energy, but also, where I'm not feeling stuck, where I don't know where things are going, I have deep emotions of like, I really want to be with you or I don't want to be with you, and not being afraid to say these things out. So what's the outcome that we got here? 4 of Pentacles reversed, 4 of Wands reversed. That's kind of interesting here. I feel like people are definitely ready to like get rid of the way that they expect. Expectations right now are going to be your worst mistake, because we have to drop a lot of the ways and let things in without expectation in order to get to the big party. Or even, right? 4 of Wands could be everything from the celebration of you wanting to move from dating to a relationship, or from a relationship to marriage, or finally going single, from getting out of the crappy situation. And I think that, when we try to keep things, I feel like relationships always have that work to do to keep things in order, but I feel like this is definitely a week where it's like, are you just keeping things again in a place where I feel like you can get dizzy with the 2 of Pentacles, because it's seasickness to switching gear. It feels like we are switching, but I feel like it almost is like when you keep analyzing from a physical sense of what will my life be like if this it's always being behind instead of in the reality. And I think that that's what needs to come out now. Outcome this week too, that's weird. 7 of Wands reversed. There's definitely it's to be very clear on where you don't want to be. It's going to be very clear from people where they don't want to be. And you can't be afraid to be like, do you want to go to the top of the mountain with me? You want to get to the better spot? Not really. Or let me get back to you. Then walk away. Wow. 5 Pentacles. You got to have tough skin. You're going to have tough skin to get to the good shit right now in life. You know why? Because you're going to have to deal with, hey, some people might not want to be with you. Some people might, some people might not want to be with you. I'm just giving you that. I feel like people are in like a place where like it's such a crazy world right now that it's like, you want to be with people that like see you for who you are, but you know what? If you're going to play like you're a victim or how dare you, again, that plays into the expectation game thing. I think that everybody's just trying to find their happiest thing. And like, this is a big collective moment, I feel, especially about those kind of things, and like learning how for us all to be a collective. And, if you're trying to find something out about your partner or a person, the advice is King of Pentacles. Have your self-worth and value there. But more importantly, don't be afraid. Know your value and your worth. And if they like it, they'll see it. If they don't, they don't. And if you're trying to build something with somebody and they don't want to build something, then walk away. If you're having trouble and you're thinking about somebody from your past that you're trying to reconnect with, nope, don't do it. 8 of Swords. I feel like that person, honestly, is not even, they can't even see you because they're in something else, and that's probably what's frustrating you, and you're overthinking it anyways, and it's wasting your own time and energy. Yeah, and they don't want to build anything with you anyway. So if you're trying to have you're trying to get back with somebody from the past, you're an idiot. Like, we're talking about like somebody that you guys were together, broke up with, like an ex, like somebody that's been like your marriage or ex, like, I get it. We all date people and then they come back. That's not the same thing. This is like you're trying to have something that really went through a major breakdown and break up and hoping for that to come back. Definitely that's a no. And then the one oracle that I'm going to pick actually is, I do feel like picking this week because of the magical energy that we're in. I feel like being in Camelot. So, every week I'm going to pick just a different oracle to finish things off with. Wow. And we did get Morgan Le Fay, which she is all about fate. So there's definitely feels like the fated energies of like getting to the point. But I'm also seeing that there's that magic, and it's prophecy too. We did get that High Priestess, and I didn't touch on that maybe enough. Like, I felt like, it's like we don't know what's on the other side. Well, we could feel what's fated and what's not. We have to go with our intuition and the fate and actually do it. There's that magician within us that's much more than just the magician card. There's that magician that's truly connected. And I feel like we all know the place and the most real we can be and the most exposing we can be and get to the point of things instead of running around and not getting to the point and having arguments where nobody's getting to the point and everybody's suppressing their emotions with that moon card reversed and that Hierophant, that High Priestess upright. Like that's just like putting a smoke show on of like what's really going on. Like stop holding yourself back from being like, I'm not happy about this, or I really want this, or I really like this. And then you get the answers and it's not so hard. Astro dice for this week are first house, Leo. Sun, first house, Leo. Go for the love that you want. And if it wants to, it wants to. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because that will get you to the point to what attracts what you want too. So this is definitely about not having fear and having the confidence to go for the love that you want in your life. Back to you.
Yeah, straight up. This is a really like changing the slide of confidence and self-worth for everybody. So like the more you can put yourself on a high level, on a high pedestal and like know you got it, whether it's love or anything in life right now, you're going to do better. But you also have to like have an imagination about it and you have to like change your belief about things. If you believe that you'll never have the relationship you want, you're not going to get it. This is the time where you have to like know you're worth it. And that's where it's a big deal with Taurus. And that's where it's a big deal getting a solar eclipse. And the dispositor of the North Node and the solar eclipse is Venus, and it's with Jupiter and Neptune exalted in Pisces. So like you have to consciously be able to shift your beliefs right now to know you're worth the life you want and attract it in and to actually do the things that you're feeling called to do to get it. So I think it's a really big week of like not getting too caught up. Mercury's going to go into shadow. Like our mind can definitely like have us go too inwardly or like judge ourselves. And there is sort of this like judgment energy in life right now. It's not about judging. It's about compassion. It's about love. Move in the direction of love that is valuable to you. And things are going to be better. You're going to start to see more come to fruition for you. So it's a big week. And I think that reading was great. And, you really want to focus in on your belief about yourself right now and the life you can create. That's where things are going to blossom. That's where things are going to grow. And you have to get out of any like tripping on the bad shit. And that's where we're at with this Pluto retrograde. And that's where we're at with Saturn square the nodes. Still with the South Node in Scorpio. Like it's really time to let go of negative shit that you don't want to hold on to anymore so that you can make room for the really, really good things. And that starts with your belief right now. So have your belief be expansive about the best things and they will be attracted to you. And you'll naturally do the thing to get that because you have the confidence and the self-worth to do it.
Booyah. I agree with you on that. And I think especially with all this Taurus, you got to know your value and your self-worth. And then, find people who have the values that are the same with you. That's the Uranus rocket ship. Like, finding that common values, when you're trying to date somebody or you want to stay in a relationship with somebody and your values aren't the same, of course we can differ on some things, but this is looking for things where it's like, all systems are pretty much go here. Not every two pilots that go up in a spaceship might have the same values, but they have the same value of wanting to go to the same destination, have the same values of wanting to be, astronauts, having the same values of taking care of the ship. I mean, like when you're trying to deal with somebody right now and it's like, that'd be like me trying to be like somebody who's like, I don't like that you do astrology. It's like, well, fuck you. Have fun. You know what I mean? Like, so like you need to look at that and you need to look at like, if you're trying to date a dude and he's fucking a drug dealer and you don't like to be around that energy and those kind of people, like, are you fucking dumb? Like,
Yes.
come on. Like, I know it sounds so simple, but believe it or not, Taurus is very simple.
Extremely simple.
It's extremely simple. I know it might feel complicated with Uranus, but it's more about finding the same connections like I just showed you with an astronaut going up to space. Gemini is our first sign. Geminis. Let's see what's in Gemini's life for this week. Gotta do one more stuff. I already shuffled these decks. All right. Let's see. Gemini, what do I got for you? 10 of Wands here. What is all this weight that you're carrying right now? Are you working too much? Are you doing, or somebody feels like too much? I love Badass Tarot. This is the Badass Tarot deck. You can definitely go get it. It's fucking amazing. It's by Harley Spencer. It's like look at that's too much weight on you. Like having a sumo wrestler having something go on with you. You got the Hierophant here with the Strength card reversed. I'm feeling like, I don't know why, Gemini, but this keeps coming up with your astrology, but it's coming up with your tarot right now about your whole love story. It's like, these beliefs that you're having are really heavy and taking you down this path that's really too much. It's like you're trying to vindicate the reasons for maybe to be with somebody still or to not be with somebody, and that strength reversed. It's like, I think that you're ready to just finally drop everything and give up. And I think that's probably a good thing, but I think that you're too afraid to maybe face being more open, I think, to letting go of what's been too heavy for you in your life and trying to force something that's really not working. Yeah, there's that judgment card here. Whether you're judging, and that's weird because the judgment card can also be like judging two things, two different people or different situations. But it's also like, are you listening to the calling or are you trying to go off your own direction? Like, it doesn't matter your beliefs at one point, because at the end of the day, when the trumpets call, the divine calls us up, and that's what we're supposed to do. What's the situation going on here? Yeah, King of Cups reversed. I'm feeling like, you know what? You're at a really weird place because you're at this moment where not only does it feel too heavy, but you're also not feeling emotionally supported at all. But you're also choosing this. Like, you're choosing not to be emotionally supported. This is like control. Like, I want to emotionally support who I want to emotionally support, but nobody's there, or you're trying to force yourself away from it. It feels very weird. I want to find out. Yeah, the Emperor. Wow, you like doing this your own way. I feel like you're trying to, kind of like almost like show your false strength. I love this card because it does show the egotism, 500 milligrams. And I feel like, it's like your ego is blocking this true happiness. I feel like you're blocking your true happiness. You're creating, I'm going to say, stigmas with that Hierophant strength card reversed and that judgment card there. Like, and with this 10 of Wands, it's too much weight. What you've done is you've created these beliefs and these stigmas of what things should look like, who you should be with, how it should be, and how it should. And you know what that's doing? You're not getting anything out of it. It's not feeling like you're being actually supported by anything, including even the divine when it comes to love, when it comes like that, because you're coming out of a bad position there. What's the advice Spirit has for you here? You got the Star card. That's being humble and allowing yourself to be honest with yourself. And where's the titty guiding you in life? Where's that beautiful energy guiding you in life? Where's the divine guiding you and allowing it to be and coming into that fresh new space? I feel like you're getting out of a lot of this like really weird place that you've been. Queen of Swords reversed. That it's okay as you come into a new space. You need to stop being such a cold ass bitch energetically and having everything like so certain and figured out. And you got an Ace of Swords. Yeah, clearing the head and coming out of this heavy weight that I'm feeling that you're carrying, this too much exhaustion of like going a direction that's not working, off some crazy belief system that's not working at all, and the stigma that just creating nothing. So this is like clearing the air for yourself and to where you really want to go, where you can find support and allowing yourself. I think that the number one issue that you have here is allowing yourself to get support and to actually the support that you want. I feel like that you're lying to yourself and trying to put up a facade of an idea that you're the strong person. You might even be trying to show off to somebody else to piss them off that you're strong when really you're not. Yeah, 10 of Cups reversed. I feel like, your advice here is to learn to look at things, long term, but if you can't even get to the beginning of something that you really want, you'll never get to the long-term happiness. You'll never get to the ultimate dream. Your outcome here, Two of Swords reversed. Stop being in your head and there's no decisions to make. You already know what the choices are, but you keep using an excuse that you need to make some sort of choice about whether you stay or go with this person or not go with this person. Like, what if you were to be a fucking Gemini and be curious again and go towards what's exciting in your life instead of following all these crazy fucking places and rules? You got the Empress. So good that you got this as the outcome here, because I feel like, when you show your beauty, you show that you want to create things in life instead of pushing everything away and then keeping the things that you want, but like trying to force change them or force going because it's off a belief. The Empress goes because she likes it. It's attractive. It feels good. She wants to create and she wants to build, and she wants more than just emotional, connection. She wants to create everything in abundance. And you got the Two of Wands here in reverse. So it's like, I feel like definitely for you, this outcome is here. Like, how drop your expectations of what people should be like and what world they should come from and how it should look. I feel like too much is faced on this belief system, and then also the observations from, this kind of fired up energy of like, well, I'm vegan, they better be vegan. Like, it's like fucking not everybody can fucking eat the same thing, and not everybody's going to go poop at 2 p.m. like you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is some big issues that you're getting through. How are you going to get through in dealing with whoever you're thinking about? But I'm doing something now where it's like, this is wherever you're thinking about, and then this is if you're trying to go from somebody from the past, like an XXX. 5 of Pentacles. It's okay to be humble in a way and show that you have a lot of pieces that are broken right now. I think that you could also be dealing with somebody, for some, that you might be feeling like you're trying to pump them up and they have a lot of self-worth issues. I would definitely stop doing that. Yeah, you got the 9 of Cups in reversed. I feel like for you, you got to be okay with showing that you're not, the direction that you've gone hasn't fulfilled yourself emotionally with your belief systems and not being emotionally supported. And it's okay to be vulnerable. There's so much of that star card underneath that too. And that your beliefs have created a place where you're not feeling complete. And you're feeling like, oh shit, I feel like, what did I do? That actually is more attractive than trying to act like, no, I've got all my shit together and no, but really you're actually lying because anybody trying to emotionally connect with you, you won't allow them to. And if you're trying to go back to an X, Ace of Wands reversed, definitely things don't look like they're trying to restart. 3 of Cups, friends, happy, joy. I mean, maybe you think that there's a party there, but there's no certain place on where that will go. Yeah, and the Hermit reversed. Maybe somebody's trying to come back from the past to talk with you, or maybe you're trying to do that. But I think that there's a lot about your belief systems and humble shit, and whether or not you can really open yourself up here or not. In Camelot, what are they trying to help you with here? Wow. Well, you did get Nimue, which of course is having just the respect and the confidence to really step into the opportunities in life. And the ones that are truly magical, see how she's doing that magic there? And it's the self-esteem. I think that you have to have the self-esteem. And I love that this card is right here, the Empress. Like, to be the one. And I don't know why. If you're afraid, especially if you're a woman, if you're afraid of having a baby, shit like that shit's coming up extreme. So, kind of interesting to see that that's what's coming up. You got a lot to drop here of how the world and how you, in perspective and all these crazy things, and be honest with yourself that you can't. I'm also getting that it's too hard to live this life and try and do this crazy, weird AI bot system you've created and to keep doing it. And nobody wants to be around for that. And nobody can get in that. So start over from yourself and allow beauty in and allow happiness in instead of trying to put on a show. Pluto, first house, and you got that in Capricorn. It's definitely time to destroy the controlled identity aspect of yourself, and that you can get wherever you want when you actually get deeper and that you penetrate to the truth and you actually are willing to change the rules. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, Gemini, you don't want to get too caught up in your head right now. Like, Mercury's going into shadow in your 12th, and yeah, by the very end of the week, it's going to peek its head into your sign, but it's in shadow. It's getting ready to retrograde in your sign. Like, and with all the 12th house and the 12th house eclipse, come on. Like, don't try to linearly just completely have everything figured out right now. It's just not that way. You need to trust your soul. You need to trust where life's making changes for you, and you need to surrender to that, or you're going to end up in a really weird place. And this is a hard eclipse for Geminis. So definitely with relationships, like, make sure they see you for the soul that you are, that you don't have to, like, I don't know, like, prove yourself right now. It's not a time of proving yourself, although, you know, Jupiter and Venus are in your 10th house here conjuncting, and Mars is up there too. Like, I get it. You want to accomplish things and be seen, but be seen for your soul, not for just like some, like David said, some AI chip in your mind. Like, reminds me of Elon Musk. Like, you don't have to crack all the codes right now. You just have to be willing to surrender to better. And if you can, like, get to that place, you'll feel much better, and you won't feel like you're beating your head up against like a closed door. When right now, like, you know, it feels like the universe really wants Geminis to trust their soul so they can take them to the highest place. And especially if that's career, and especially if that's relationships, so many doors can open up for you right now. And Pluto's going retrograde in your 8th. Like, you can't be scared of change right now. You really just have to you really just have to let it go and surrender and flow right now, and trying to mentally understand what that means will be hard. So trust your soul and your intuition on the matter, and go where you feel like the best flow for your life is, and it'll show up that way. But again, if you're going to overthink it, you're just going to put yourself into a weird place. So don't go there.
Yeah, and I think that the big dilemma is when I hear that, I'm like, oh God, when it's ever a 12th house aspect squaring 9th house stuff, especially Saturn squaring the nodes in the 9th. The problem with Gemini is their beliefs can sometimes make themselves believe that their soul is saying what their beliefs are saying, which are not the same. That's why 9th house squares 12th house.
Yeah.
So Gemini, your problem is that you actually believe a lie that your soul's telling you something that's more connected to your belief, right? Like your soul is like your soul. Like me as a kid, I like fucking soda, right? But your belief is soda's bad. So like if your soul says it wants soda, that's where you're like, no, that's my belief. That's bad. I'm listening to my intuition. No, you're not listening to your intuition. You're listening to your beliefs. That's your problem.
That was a great analogy.
Thank you. Leo, fuck. You know, it's kind of funny. I was like wondering, is Leo? Okay, I guess Leo's fucking coming up. All right.
Roar, baby, roar.
Grunt. Fucking.
Lines are coming out quick.
Yeah, big eclipses for Leo's definitely to infinity and beyond. Let's see.
Top of the chart.
Yeah. Leo, what's going on with you and your love life this week? Well, we got the 6 of Cups reversed here, so, you know, it almost feels like past energy, past memories, they're coming up. It's funny because this is actually a card where he's trying to get ready to jerk off to a picture of his ex that he threw away and cracked, but it's reversed. So it's almost like, I think that you're over the past. I think that you're over the ex energy. You're over those old memories. Let's see what's coming up here for you, which is good. What are you moving forward into? You got the Moon card here, and you got the Queen of Swords reversed. Well, I mean, I think that, you know, you're ready to bring out your emotions, and it's okay if you don't know exactly where those emotions are going to lead to. I feel like it's better to bring all the crazy color out in the maze of where emotions go. That I don't think with this Queen of Swords in reverse that you can figure things out emotionally. You can only feel emotion. And I feel like you're definitely moving into the future. I also feel like, though, that having that 6 of Cups in reverse about like letting go of the past, the Moon's the past itself. So there is this kind of like fear of, you know, can you get over the past? And you don't maybe know how to. Oh, but you got a 3 of Wands. It looks like you are definitely ready. It's like, you know what? Leo this week is ready to just move into the future. And the details really are not that big of a deal. I think especially with that Queen of Swords reverse, like it's okay that you don't know exactly the direction. I think it's much more the excitement of getting on that fucking Harley and going on a fucking ride. Right? And that anything's really possible here. But that also could mean like there's a lot of unknowns, but I feel like that for you, you know, the more that you bring the emotion up and go live the emotion, it's a lot better. You did get the Star card too. So I feel like, you know, when it comes to, you know, what's happening for you, I feel like there's this kind of like anything's possible and anything is ready to be created. You did get this new energy, this new beginning, this new kind of feeling that's coming up. When did we get spiritual advice-wise here? You did get the 8 of Cups. So definitely you're walking away from like everything that was past in the past that was not working and moving into new energy. Wherever it feels new and it just feels like it's this new beginning, these new starts, that's the best place for you to be right now. You got a Wheel of Fortune. Definitely, this is definitely your outcome this week is looking really good because I'm feeling like a lot of it is definitely towards, you know what? I'm ready to just shoot the wheel of life and let the fortune come in and I don't have to know exactly what that looks like, but I'm willing to emotionally step into it and I'm not going to get caught in my past. Page of Swords reversed. So especially that you're getting all the swords reversed, you're going to have to try communication, but I think just keep it as, you know, basic as you can towards moving towards forward energy instead of getting caught up on the smallest little thing and crashing it all down. I feel like, this is also important for you to be available communication-wise if people want to talk to you. I don't think that you need to go out and do crazy communication, but I feel like there's definitely people that might not be happy with you or they don't know where this is all going and they just want a little thing. Like if we're going to get on a Harley and go fucking up into the universe, like I'm going to be going a little fast. Oh, okay. Like I feel like, for you, it's some simple shit. Just like, oh yeah, like I'm going to come a little strong. Like, oh, okay. Or, no, I'm going to be kind of slow. Oh, okay. I think that people just kind of need some like understanding about some smaller things that are hard. You got a 10 of cups here. Wow. There's definitely a lot of energy for your, there's something amazing that's definitely changing for you this week in the most best way. The new beginning towards, these are long, beautiful starts that go long distance, that go the distance, the ultimate dream. What's going on with that here? Wow. With the Page of Wands, that's where the communication is. I almost feel like you're kind of emotionally closed off. And communicationally closed off to where you feel like the adventure's not going. And I think that that's okay. I think that you need to be connected to where it feels like it's on fire and it feels like it is easy to be and wanting to be at that place that's ready to, really just come from the purity and go towards the best. Like I almost feel like anything that's too complicated. Yeah, cherry reversed. I asked that. Anything that's too complicated, you're just like, nah, don't want to go on that trip. There's too much there. The person that you're thinking about here, you got 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're wondering what you could build with them or what not, or that person's thinking how they could build things with that. Or, I don't think that there's another person that is involved if you think that maybe they're talking to somebody else, or if somebody thinks that you're talking to somebody else, there's not if you're talking to them in a serious manner. Lovers reversed here. There's a lot of this past stuff coming up. This is about you not trying to build things the same way that you built things from past relationships and past, lovers. Doing things in a new way. There's too much of this new way of doing things. So not playing the old tricks in your own way of how you typically find in your relationship life. If you're talking about exes that you want back, 9 of Wands in reversed, definitely like the walls are down. Knight of Wands. You might have an ex trying to call you back this week or come back into your life. Definitely. But you got to be careful. Are they there trying to get the money, or is it because of money? Or maybe they really do value you, or they just want a sugar daddy, right? Wow. Yeah. There's an ex trying to come back. But then also the new energy is definitely showing where it is. I don't know. This is going to be a complicated week for you, Leo. I think that you got to go with wherever it feels like it's the best for you long term in your life. That Chariot reverse is definitely stopping when it comes to energy. That's definitely not like, feeling like it's on the same page. Let's see what we got here. Well, you got Merlin. So, this is the ultimate magical week, but whatever magic that you really want to create is really up to you, because it does take that equal energy, but also more importantly, it's that alchemy and it's that perception that's so important. And I think that it's time for you to really use the magic to create the land that you want, the kingdom that you want. You don't have to be the king. You can be the magician that puts yourself as the king in a beautiful land of your love. And I think that you have options from all corners of life, whether it's the past, the present, and the future. But I feel like that because you've let go of the past and the pain of the past and the past memories, that it's opened up every option for you in every direction. You got Mars here, you've got 6th house, and you got Libra. So this is definitely trying to find somebody who can live that beautiful relationship life in the reality that's going to work for you. So I think if you focus on relationships that really could work for your reality, that's a good thing. And the stuff that really feels like it's going to be too out of balance or too hard to bring into your reality and change the reality or connect realities with, I wouldn't waste your time. Back to you.
Yeah, I think time is important right now with the eclipse happening in your 10th house, and with the North Node here, you especially, it's kind of an interesting time. Like, you haven't had a North Node eclipse with Taurus energy. The last one was in Aries in your 9th, in a very long time. So this is really revamping things. I feel like you need to commit to something. If it's love you want to commit to, make sure you're committing to the right thing that's the most valuable. It's kind of interesting. I feel like with the right commitment right now that's mixed with passion for you, with Venus and Jupiter conjuncting over there in your 8th, like in Pisces, this is some of the best things that you could ever be known for, seen for, or go after in life right now. So you're getting a big upgrade here. I feel like there's a lot to be excited about, and I could understand why it's been maybe difficult with Saturn in your 7th house, but you got to make decisions about who you want to be in a relationship with. And I think ultimately, if you're ready to commit to the best thing and also be able to surrender to the things that aren't working out, you know, it comes with choices, and those choices could take you really, really far right now. So you might want to consider like really stepping up to the plate for what you really do want and where it can take you. And I think looking into your future and the long term would be really beneficial for you right now.
Hold on.
Cards went everywhere over there. That's the slipperiest deck ever he's using. It's a waterproof deck. But yeah. I mean, and Pluto's going retrograde in your 6th house here, and it's about to come into your 7th. Like, there's something about this that's changing your physical, you know, form and what you want to achieve in life. And I think with love, it has to match where you can feel that inward change taking place. Because, you know, it's interesting. Leos might not even be reaching the level of, you know, their peak ever before until now. It's kind of interesting. Johnny Depp is a Leo rising, and it's honestly, this Amber Heard Johnny Depp case will probably be what he's known for. Of all the things he did, this is probably going to be like the thing people talk about the longest. So think about like what you want to be known for right now, and especially just in your personal life. Like, do you want to be known for staying in a relationship that you wasn't fully loved and wasn't fully passionate or committed, or do you want to be known for like going into something that you were all in for, that lit every emotion up in your body and accomplished that goal? Maybe worth thinking about.
Male Leo risings are getting their vindication.
Seriously.
After all the woke shit and all the enemies in the 6th house of all the Capricorn transits, relationships that were really enemies to you, Leo risings, we are getting our vindication.
Yeah, it really
nice
does
to watch
feel
Johnny
that way.
Depp get his vindication, and Amber Heard looks like a fucking fucktard. So, sorry. Finally, Leo rising is going to get that vindication. All right, let's move on. Virgos. Wow, that was interesting in a row. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on with you and your love story here. You got the Strength card here. So I feel like you're really feeling confident now in yourself. You're ready to go. We're going to see where this confidence is going to come from here. Strength card. What's going on with this? 9 of Pentacles reversed. 7 of Wands upright. I think that, you know, you have to remember, I know you don't want to be alone, but, you know, I think that you're ready to go all in a situation, and you're ready to put everything in. We just got to find out what this is about here, because I almost feel like maybe you're not seeing this from the other side. Yep, I knew it. I just feel like you're dealing with somebody who's really closed up, and you're like, I'm ready to fucking go, and I'm not feeling, and it's almost like taking away from actually your beauty and your energy. What's up with that beauty part? Yeah, complicated. I don't know. If you're too worried about your beauty right now and all that stuff, stop focusing on that. You're in your own inner conflict about that. I don't think that you need to keep trying to prove yourself to somebody. Like, if somebody's not warming up to you, like, it's just that. But I think that you're kind of beating yourself up about your attraction, your beauty, or focused on that shit way too much. Why are they closed off? 3 of Pentacles reversed. I don't know. I mean, they honestly don't really see things working, or they don't see things trying to be created in the same way. So I think that you need to maybe drop this. Yeah, Temperance reverse. It's just not going to work out. It's not naturally in the flow state. Where do you need to put your energy towards right now? Knight of Wands reverse. Yeah, you need to pull the reins back. Like, even the universe came back again. It was like, you're trying to go, and I think that you need to have the strength to get through something that you know is not going to work, and somebody that doesn't want to create things with you. And get over the weird thing where you maybe are too focused on your beauty. Yeah, that's the weight to drop. Is maybe they're not attracted because it's like you're trying to be too attracted. Yeah, King of Cups. Like, I think that's where you're trying to aim with your beauty, is to find your emotional peace through how well you show yourself off. But I don't think that's going to work. You got a King of Pentacles here. You got a King of Swords here. You got a 10 of Cups, though, and you got that Justice card. I feel like, you know what? This is... Wow. Yeah, you need to make a big transition here. I don't think that you need to go save the day, because I think that more importantly for you, having a lot of these kings pop up, I think, but two of them, the King of Swords, King of Pentacles reversed here, to get to this big love story that you're really looking for, just overall in your old general like love story. I think that, you know what, you can't come from desperation. I think that this is like letting go of like some sort of desperation of like, well, I need money or I need clarity. I think that maybe that you're trying too hard and coming on too hard with that strength card. When it's a tame card, the strength card, it's about taming yourself a little bit here and coming across in a better direction and being a little bit definitely more in balance. You know, I was asking like, just what do you think? I was asking my guides, what do they think about me saying that? They were like, oh, it's breaking their heart because they know it's true. Who's this person that you're thinking about right now? Well, I mean, you're thinking about somebody that's definitely in communication. I almost feel like maybe you're too stuck on the ex situation. Yeah, look at that. You're still holding on to somebody from the past or somebody you've been trying to work things out with in the past that you can't let go of, but then there's a new situation that's actually moving. I'm feeling like the energy that's moving. There's no, why even put a choice? Why even put there a segregation of like somebody who, you need to let go of this situation from the past. Yeah, versus not going anywhere. This is going somewhere, and it's going somewhere fast, and that's where to put your energy towards. That's where to put that Knight of Swords towards. Yeah, and they see your talent. They want to create things. Page of Pentacles is reversed. They don't even want to fucking do anything in the past. They didn't want to, the person that you're trying to hold on to from the past, or this one place you're trying to hold on to, there's some new situation that's really working out, and it's really... That was an easy read. Well, you got King Arthur here, and again, King Arthur is about having that power and the authority, but he doesn't force things. You know why? Because when he forces things, his wife cheats on him. So stop trying to force things and start being that regal self and focus on the energy that's actually working instead of trying to force to make things work that aren't working and trying to find every reason or guilt shame people into, you know, why they are a certain way. This is definitely not going to work. And also pushing too hard and trying to show off too hard or trying to prove too hard ain't your jam at all right now. There's people who see it naturally right now. And that's where you need to open the door. But if you're still holding on to some person that you think that's going to come back, or somebody that you don't know where it's going is going to work, or somebody that's not been working for a long time, like, you got to drop that. You did get the ninth house here. You got that with Neptune, and you got it in. These are these beliefs of how you think everything should be and what action to take. But I feel like for you, it's about dissolving. Where's the door not opening? The door's not opening? Okay, where's the door opening? That's where I take my energy to. So wherever the universe is opening powerful doors, follow that and go with the flow with that. Stop fucking trying to force a closed door to open. It won't work. Back to you.
Yeah, I think that this is a big belief change for you with the solar eclipse in the ninth. So you really have to really get into that changing of the story, changing of something more expansive, especially for you, Virgo, with Venus in your seventh, with Jupiter, and Neptune. Like, talk about the most magical, relationship, love story that you could possibly ever have. But you also have this Pluto retrograding in your fifth house for the final time that you're ever going to see that. And I think that this is finally where you can kind of break free and the heart can thaw and it can really come out and express itself for some really special relationships in life. But again, this is going to come back to you changing the stories of how it needs to look so particular in your mind. You got to get out of your left brain and into your right brain. And that's going to help you so much because your ruling planet, just like Gemini, it's going shadow this week and it's about to retrograde. So, and in your sixth house, again, or no, sorry, not your sixth, but in your 10th. But it's you really want to change perspective and don't overthink it and open up to where, like David said, the universe is trying to expand your life right now, and stop constricting your reality and your heart when this is the biggest transformation that could ever show up in your life for really balanced, amazing, beautiful, compassionate, loving relationships. You don't want to blow this one. And you can change the whole slide of that by shifting your belief about what that can be like and opening up to love, and see how that goes for you. Because if you keep staying the same way over and over again, or too hypercritical on a situation, you're not going to get that magical love story. It's always going to be flawed in some way, and it's just going to be frustrating.
Yeah, it will be, and it won't ever work when you just try and force things, and especially Taurus, this is about, opening up for Virgos, and I think not being very selfish in your belief either. Pisces. Pisces. All right, let's see what it is. Your first card that you got here is the Ten of Swords. Well, finally getting over a pattern of some situation that finally needs to get over. Like, I feel like this is a good card for you, because I feel like, you are the king and queen of patterns. And this is the end of a pattern. Three of Cups. The Devil reversed. Wow, you're definitely getting rid of something that's really dark, that's not been good for you. And I think that there's this celebration here. Or if you haven't gone through it yet, there will be celebration, and you finally getting out of the darkness here this week. And you have the strength to do it. So if you don't feel like you do, you do. And it's giving you strength once you do it. The faster you get out of this fucking pattern, I don't know why. What's up with this dark person? Oh, King of Cups reversed. Yeah, they don't really care about you. They're not the support that they promised you. And to be honest with you, they're not a safe place. So I would definitely run right now. I feel like you're getting out of a pattern with somebody from the past that's not been working, that you've been constantly trying to work on, that you've constantly been trying to, make happen, and it's not been working, and it's time to get out of that situation. Like, are you going to keep going through the stupid same pattern over and over and over and over and over again? I asked that separately. Knight of Cups reversed. That's where you keep getting stuck and no new doors open for your life. Hey, I'm back, bitches. Like, you want to be that in your life, but nope, you just keep playing the same pattern with the same stupid person. It's definitely somebody that feels like they're definitely holding you back. And this is where you can free yourself finally. And especially, there's a lot of joy. And I think that you have the strength to finally do this. But I think that there's a fear here. You're stuck in this emotional place. Wow, Three of Pentacles. This is going to be about going and looking out and how to create a better life. It could even be that maybe you have to move into energy where maybe it even involves people, friends, and other people that maybe that person won't like for you to get out. That might be the complication, that you're afraid of the other people you're going to go build with, or you're building a project together, or you're doing something together, and that's going to cause disruption to it. Spiritual advice here. Seven of Cups. Well, I think that you have a lot of fantasies that you haven't got to experience yet in your life yet. Wow, Temperance. I mean, like, something that feels much more natural to where you're at in your life right now. I don't know. I think that you're done with the sorrow here. And I think, bye, bitch. Like, I'm fucking done with living in sorrow here. You got the Magician. I mean, I feel like this is a huge week for you, Pisces. Like, this is finally the week to get the confidence and the courage to live the life that you want and get out of the stupid shit. Look at Cupid's arrows are not fucking working. Like, it's like I almost feel like you're trying to give Cupid's arrows and they're not taking them. So why keep fucking doing it? And with the King of Cups reversed, the Devil reversed, it's finally getting out of a situation where you're not getting emotional supported. What's up with this Three of Cups here? That's King of Swords reversed. I mean, I don't think that you want to be overjoyous and too much of a dickhead about this. Like, I don't think that you want to, exit these kind of situations with a dickhead mentality. Because they can retaliate. Why? Yeah, Death card. They could try to destroy you. What's up with this Three of Pentacles? Yeah, King of Wands reversed. I think that this is about keeping things simple right now and just like going where you need to go and getting out of the patterns that aren't working for you anymore, going into the much more magical place and with people that actually have like a lot more to offer. I don't know why I'm feeling that, because I almost feel like it's just like, bye. I want to have the magic. I want to be in a place that feels divine and natural and blissful, and where there's dreams that you haven't even been able to accomplish yet or feel, but your beliefs are holding you back. Like, is this wrong or is this right? But I think that you're ready to let those go here. The person that you're thinking about here, you got a Page of Swords. There's no communication happening right now. But there is this feeling, or you haven't communicated. Maybe that you're thinking about somebody and this is your moment where you finally clear the air and go, hey, this is where I want to fucking go. This is you exposing a truth that maybe you haven't exposed yet. And look at that. There's definitely those memories that, you want to either create, or there's a safe place with them that you feel. If it's about an ex or something like that from the past, Justice reversed, fucking Four of Cups reversed. I think that you aren't weighing out anymore if it's good or not. I think that you've come up with your decision. 4 swords, even though that's where you feel safe. If it's for safety of home energy, it's not expanding things because you have to know where you want to go with it. I feel like this is a little complicated since it's about exiting patterns in your life, but I almost feel like there's something in between here. 2 of Swords reversed. I feel like you're in a place where you are really like, there's no choices anymore. It's less clear as day where to go. I almost feel like where you want to go, though, you have not been communicating, and this is your moment to finally open a door and see where it's going to come there. That feels great. And maybe exes could be there as friends to help you or a place to help you understand where to go next. But you need to know where your adventure is in life and where things are really going to go here. I'm not going to lie, it feels very complicated, but this is about getting all the weight off that's just been too much weight for you and lightening the load. I feel like you're overloaded with just stuff that makes no sense and going to where you really want to go. You got the sacred grove here. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that sacred energy, that place where you can find where it just feels natural and feels good and you feel protected and you don't feel like it's so crazy and you feel like you could be at one with yourself. You got the owl that's sitting there with that moon above it. I feel like this is definitely where you want to be putting your energy right now. I'll put a clarifying card with that. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. Yeah, because I feel like the place that you're at right now and the pattern that's not working is you're actually not even creating the life or having the abundance that you want. And there's a place where you can go where you can have all the abundance. So wherever it's feeling like the abundance isn't growing and it just feels like it's constant worry and too much weight and it's just kind of crazy, and somebody promised you a bunch of emotion and promised you all this shit and they really are not doing it, especially emotionally and especially even like there's a dark shadow that's really extreme that's coming out from that person that you got to get out of. Or talk to continually. You got Pluto in the second house here, and you got that in Virgo. So this is about knowing your value and worth specifically and exactly what that is, and not being afraid to actually transform your life into the reality that you really want, instead of holding yourself back into a anxiety-filled fucking life that doesn't make any sense and has no value anymore. Back to you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in anxiety right now. I think this is a time where there's actually clarity and you know it and you can understand it. For once, there's like this big clarity for you and you just have to like accept it. That's actually right. And that's actually the truth of the matter right now with this solar eclipse in your third. Like you're getting like your mind is getting rejuvenated in a way to make factual sense of what you need in your surroundings and what that can look like with people and how to express yourself in a better way. So I think this is very positive for you. And Venus and Jupiter meeting in your first house, like you just have to identify with the environment and the people and the life that's stimulating for you, and it can go that way. And maybe, yeah, change needs to be taken to get there, but this is a very positive time. And I think that you don't have to overthink it. I don't think it's about getting into a place of like anxiety or like, oh my God, so much to think about. It's just like the facts have been laid out on the table for you. And I think you need to be very careful with the people that you do hang out with Pluto retrograde this week in your 11th. Like, are people actually like, the right people for you? We've been talking about that on the show for a long time. It's been a long run here with Pluto in your 11th. So you're finally figuring out like who's actually like your tribe, who's actually on your team, who wants to build something with you, who has an understanding of where your life can go there 100%. It is a time of change, but it's also a time of like taking the fact that's presented itself and running with that fact and identifying with it and finding your empowerment there and starting in that direction of that truth. So I'm stoked for Pisces. I feel like you're going to get a really good understanding of what you want, and it's going to come from deeper than just the surface level, and your mind's got it. So
yeah, it does, especially third house energy of Taurus. It's the new environments, the fresh, beautiful new environments, and where it feels exciting and not depressing, and not creating the illusion of excitement through something that's really dark. Aries. All right, Aries. Let's go. Let's go here. Last shuffle there. One more shuffle. All right, what do we got? You got Queen of Pentacles. So what do you deserve the most in your life? Knowing your abundance, knowing your value, that's the big thing. And people who see that within you too. Seven of Swords, Queen of Wands. I don't know. It looks like you're really excited about something, but there's a lot of misunderstanding or there's a lot of questions. You don't know what's going on. Lying maybe? No, 10 of Cups, like, wow, this is crazy. Or do you feel like you're lying to yourself, that you see something long term, but really that's not happening? Well, no. I mean, you're pulling a lot of good cards with this. Temperance here. I think that you just need to let things naturally keep flowing. I think that you're trying to maybe force something too much. I know there's maybe some misunderstandings going on, or maybe you think they're trying to hide something, but I think that also you got to be kind of easy with this person. And also, I think that you need to be much more focused on the long term here with them and making that feel natural. And that Queen of Wands came out too, so it feels like there's definitely something that you're really excited about. And the High Priestess, it feels very karmic and fated, in that you feel like you've seen the vision of the future with them. Then you got a Nine of Wands here, so it looks like you're a little pissed off because you're feeling like there's something closed off, or maybe you're closing off, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling like you're feeling like somebody's closed off and there's a misunderstanding, or you don't understand everything here of what's going on here. Well, I got two cards here. I got a Four of Cups and I got a Seven of Wands, because I was wondering where they're at. They're in a place where they're just kind of overviewing everything in their own life. And that Seven of Wands here is they're unsure about whether or not that's the high ground yet for them. I think that you got to show them your value, that you're the high ground. Eight of Pentacles reversed. They could be really focused on their work, and it might be taking away from their work, or you need to find a way of how that you fit into their life with their work, because it might take them away from going to the strip club every night. Your spiritual advice that you got here is Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like, you know what? If you're trying to get your answers in kind of too harsh of a way, or being a cold hard bitch, it ain't going to work. It's going to scare them away. You got the World card here. So I think, this is definitely coming to some sort of change, whether or not things are going to transform into a new world or it's going to end. Death card here. This is definitely a huge transformational moment of where that world's going to go. But I think that you can't get that by being really harsh with your communication aspects of it. I think that, this is difficult because you see some doorway opening here, but it's not opening at all for happiness and love. And maybe, as an Aries, this is knowing how to, slow and steady kind of wins the race. But Queen of Pentacles, knows that her value and knows that people come to her because they want things. And it's about knowing how to bring that energy out. And you got a Ten of Swords here reversed. So this is going to bring up your old past patterns. This could be, especially for you, this kind of make it or break it. Don't break it. I feel like you've got this energy where you might want to try and break something because that, you're not getting what you want the way that you want it to. What's up with that misunderstanding? Yeah, Ten of Wands. It's really weighing on you, this misunderstanding thing. And I feel like, I think this is just about better ways of knowing how to communicate without it being so end-all be-all. I think that you're going too fast to end-all be-all. This is definitely Taurus teaching you self-worth, value. The person that you're thinking about here, you got Five of Pentacles reversed with Eight of Swords. So, this person that you're dealing with here, I think that you're kind of trapped. I know that you are I don't know. Is this you feeling like the victim or them? That's what I'm... Six of Wands reversed. So you're not feeling like you're feeling victorious because you don't see anything that's really wrong with it, but you're feeling stuck. I think the way that you're going to get out of this, Two of Wands. Still keep envisioning that bigger world and keep working through seeing that world happen. I think that you're at one of those weird moments where you could really kind of fuck something up. If an ex is trying to come back, there's definitely you thinking about an ex. But that's Two of Pentacles reversed. That's a very, 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 very fucking unstable situation. And it's a star card reverse. You can't reset that from the past and think it's going to do anything good. Wow, and you got a 5 of Wands reverse. Stay away from that to not cause any disruption. I almost feel like maybe, you know what, you're putting a lot of this on other people, but what's up with that ex that you're thinking about or that did call you recently and then now projecting it on something new maybe? Overall here, yeah, 6 of Swords. Definitely time to move to a better place in your life energetically, and I think this has to actually a lot to do with your own past situations and the fear of moving away from something fully from the past, and then slowly building the way of knowing how, you know, I don't know why. Oh yeah, I mean, it's showing that there's this really amazing match, so don't fuck it up. But there's something about this. What's up with that action in the past? Yeah, justice reversed. You can't feel justified that you're right when you're doing something that maybe is not making things work. You need to look at your own justification for things right now instead of maybe projecting on the other. The other, I might feel like, you know, might be have just gone through some really hard shit and, you know, is kind of in their heads about it still and processing things. And there's that 6 of Wands reverse. It's like, I know that you're not feeling like they might be leaping towards victory, but that doesn't mean that it's over yet. It's not at victorious place yet. That 2 of Wands is a great card. Just continue to watch the movie to see how things go. It's definitely a good match here. What's going on here in Avalon here in Camelot? Well, you did get Galahad here, which is a great card because it's about courage and it's about, you know, the triumph energy. You will triumph in the right energy as long as it's pure and as long as you don't know how to surrender to the truth and surrender to the flow. That's how you're going to see the triumphs happen in your life, which I know is not easy, but that's how you build great things in Taurus. Right? So you did get, wow, 12th house here. 12th house Mars in Leo. Yeah, this is where, oh man, I don't know why. And it came up in your reading here with the tarot. I'm just saying, hey, yo, Aries, don't be fucking especially trying to go back into old love stories or try and, you know, ruin a good love thing because of past patterns or past ways that you make things have to be. Like you really want magical love, you go through the magical stuff, and that's a crazy territory where it goes up, down, left, right, in every direction instead of it being so beeline and straight line. Back to you.
Yeah, Aries, solar eclipse in your second. This is really about a high standard of value and kind of like really like sticking to that value, but it's not about like forcing it right away. It is slow and steady wins the race for you. And I think the more that you're really moving away from situations from the past, it doesn't have to be just like taken away right away, but like making conscious effort here to like purify your life, especially spiritually with relationships. That's going to be big with Jupiter and Venus in your 12th. Like, do your relationships have a spiritual connection? Does that goes into values too? Like, are they valuing the life that you want to move forward with, or are you just having to press? It's not necessarily a time to press. Your ruling planet Mars, which I haven't talked much about, but it's in your 12th house too. It's stacked up in there this week. So you really have to figure out where your soul's trying to have you press for, but that's going to be related to your value system, and you should hold a high value system, and because you're worth it, and the more you know you're worth it, the more you're going to attract that in. And you want to stay steady for that kind of energy and the right connections that match that. Definitely don't go into situations with controlling people right now. And you don't need to be controlling either. This is more of a flow state for the beautiful life and relationship energy that you can have. And Pluto retrograde in your 10th. So you're going to have to internalize a lot of these deep decisions that you do want to make. And it's going to show you the payout in the end. So focus on your value and where that can shift your life. Don't force your way, because everything that you're meant to step into right now that is of your value, that'll just open up naturally from the universe, and it'll be an easy walk in. Anything you have to, ram up against right now, it's probably for a reason, and you got to make decisions there too. Why are you forced to ram up against something right now? Unless it's in a good way, of course.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of 12th house for Aries right now, so.
It's a lot.
No projecting, Aries. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's just be real. No projecting. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn next. Cappies. Good. Cappies up in the batting order right now. I think this is a big week for Capricorn. This is the last Pluto retrograde in your life. For you.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. It's been a long one. Right? I mean, I don't know. I'm not Capricorn, so fucking.
I am. It's been a long one.
I know it. It's been definitely a long one for you, Caps. All right, last shuffle. We are off to those races. What do I got here for you? Well, you got the Devil card here. Okay, what is going on here with fucking this here? Sex, passion. Is it only the sex? Oh, wait to be dropped here, and a Queen of Swords. Wow, I feel like, I think that you feel trapped a little bit, Capricorn, whether you're denying yourself of having pleasure or you're in a pleasure situation where it's like, you don't know where it's going to go next. It feels like it's a lot, and you have something to say very intensely, and maybe what's up with that? Wow, yeah, of where things going, because it feels stuck. Not feeling like it's really creating anything. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Investment with no return. Or at least it's starting to feel like that here right now. Five of Swords reversed. You're not trying hard enough to actually like say exactly what you want and get rid of whatever's feeling like something's weighing on you. Something's weighing on you. You want to move forward emotionally. I feel like you want to move forward deeper emotionally with somebody than just having it be about pleasure. And it feels like it's a little bit scary to open up this new door here. Six of Cups reversed. You're worried that the past is going to come back, or you could be worried about this person's past themselves. Yeah, Eight of Swords. You've seen their past be full of fucking disasters. But you see through that. It's almost like you're helping somebody that you're with see through that things can change. You see a really positive outlook with this, but I think there's a lot of frustration building. And I think it's just really about communication and pushing a little bit harder for it and not being so afraid. Fuck it is what I'm keep getting in at the end of the day here. Four of Swords reversed. Yeah, because it's really, unless you don't try, then you're never going to know where the real spot is. It almost kind of feels like it's the relationship's kind of bouncing around, or the person and you are really bouncing around. It's beating around the bush energy and not really knowing what the bush is, What's the spiritual advice that we got here? You got the Hierophant here. You have your beliefs and you have to stick to them. About really what you want. I think this comes down to the end. What kind of relationship do you really want, or where do you want to where it doesn't feel like it's just about one thing? It's about more than one thing, where it doesn't feel stuck. Six of Swords. Definitely it's time to move where this thing's going. I mean, is this thing going into the future, or is this thing, heading towards a nuclear bomb and it's time to get out of fucking Dodge here? And Eight of Pentacles, how does it deal with your work life? How does it deal with, especially you building and creating more and knowing your value and having others see you that way? Is it blocking you from other relationships? I'm going to ask that as a separate question right now. Temperance reversed. It definitely is blocking you from other people being able to see you, or you being able to see other people if you're just going to be stuck. Is somebody trying to like kind of possess you in a weird way? No, Nine of Pentacles reversed. I don't think they're trying to possess you, but I think that you're kind of, yeah, Queen of Wands, you're possessed on them. Ooh. Ten of Pentacles reversed, unless they want to create a home life with you or anything like that, I would definitely really ask yourself if it's worth still investing in, if they really are able to do that, but you got to be able to communicate that. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, you need to know what's the best for you in your life. And I think that's the big question is that vision that you see and where you go emotionally the best to create the ultimate abundance? I think that you have to do a big value check on this energy. Yeah, High Priestess reversed. You might be creating your own kind of weird subconscious energies. I'd be careful about putting value on things that maybe you don't have value. What's up with this person that you're thinking about right now? You got the Five of Wands. It's definitely a complicated week. There's going to be the confrontations that are coming up. Ten of Swords reversed, and it almost feels like it's kind of the pattern that you've been going through, but you're going to have to find a way to get out of this pattern where you're conflicted about where things are going right now. And yeah, you have no idea where things are going, and that's part of the issue. Is there an X coming back? Ten of Cups reversed, no. Long-term X definitely not coming back. Two of Pentacles reversed, no. Emperor, no X energy. What about future? Is there anything new that's on the horizon? World card. Wow. There's a whole other world of other people out there too. So I think that you have a big choice here to be like, do you want to stay with anything that you've kind of over-possessed about or obsessed with? And will it really go to where you really want it to go? It's going to be conflicting. Yeah, there's that Hermit card there. I think that you need to be really wise about the choice that you're making right now in your life and make sure that it's really the best and open yourself up to the world. Yeah, King of Wands to the future of the world. I mean, come on. I feel like Capricorn, you got to keep your options open here to the world of where your real true happiness is and get out of I think that you're getting frustrated over things that are kind of in a weird place here. I mean, this is also Pluto retrograde for you for the last time. What a good way to have a Pluto retrograde for the last time in your life, to get down to the real deep truth and make sure that you're getting everything that you exactly want instead of, I don't know why, but I'm getting kind of compromising. Yeah. And you know what? You need to have the ultimate victory of love, not a compromise here. All right. What are we getting from Camelot here? Well, you did get Bronwyn, sacrifice, balance, support, letting go. Should I say anything more? We need a clarity card with this. What is that? Oh, King of Cups. I think that you're looking for the ultimate, and I don't know if that other person's ready for the ultimate, and you have to sometimes let things go and sacrifice things to get to the ultimate, because it's like the ultimate's going to instantly happen. Somebody's out there that sees you that I don't think you even are seeing, because you put a lot of your energy into the trap of the devil. You did get Scorpio here. You got the second house and you got Saturn. So yeah, I mean, your obsessiveness about things that you value need to be checked on really intensely and make sure that they have the ultimate value before you start making choices that are coming from an obsessed place that doesn't really have the value. And I don't know, it almost could be kind of like something that sometimes, looks good, but really when you look behind, it's not the same. Back to you.
Yeah, Cap, this is it's pretty simple in the best way for you. You get a solar eclipse in your 5th house. I mean, this is changing your love story, your what you want to romanticize in life, what brings you happiness. I think that you can kind of be a kid, maybe for the first time in your life, go into something with youthful, loving energy about how fun something can be, or life can be, or a relationship can be. This is a big moment. It's accelerated very quickly, of course, with Uranus there. So I think you want to take the door to what opens your heart. Are you in a situation right now where your heart is fully into it and it's exciting and loving? If it is, booyah. If it's not, is that really what you want to keep identifying with? Pluto retrograde for the final time in your sign? This is finally too where you can find your deepest levels of who you are and the power that you can start things with. So start things that are built around your heart center and start using that, because if you don't, you're going to be missing out. And I think that, Venus and Jupiter in your 3rd too are asking you to really focus on the love, focus on the things that empower you right now. I mean, you got to find the truth of what love is to you. And if you're willing to open that door 100%, because that's coming to a change point here. So I think you need to fixate on the most valuable love situation you can have in your life. And if you're not having that, it's a really big time to see the truth of that and make a decision, which you're good at. Make the call for something that involves the ultimate love story.
Boom. Big Pluto retrograde for you Capricorns, and love life, all that Taurus. Aquarius. Well, I was just shuffling the crap out of this, reset this deck. Aquarius, let's see what's going on. Taking my second while he switches it to Aquarius. There we go. All right, Aquarius, last shuffle, and we're off to the races here, literally. You got the 4 of Wands in reversed. I don't know, you're not feeling too excited or happy about something, or you feel like there's definitely some big celebration you want to have and you're not having it. What's going on here? 10 of Pentacles. Wow, 4 Swords. That's like wanting the home life, wanting to be the fucking wifey, the husband. Holy shit. And you're not feeling it. That's the wedding card up here, that 4 of Wands there. And then you got a 10 of Pentacles and a 4 Swords. Home life supported, home life physically. How do you get to this place? What's going on here? Page of Wands. Well, communicating in a much more positive way. Positive energy attracts positive. 2 Swords. I think that, I think that maybe you're worried too much about choices right now. And maybe, you know, it's like, especially, you know, I love this card because it's Charlie Sheen and it's like, I am Zen, so fuck off. I don't think that, you know, you want to come across like pressuristic right now, or even kind of that kind of mentality. I mean, I think definitely you want to feel like a support or a safe space for people and a positive space for people. What happened? I feel like there's an outcome that's happened right now. Ten of Swords. You feel like you've done the same pattern that you always do. What's this pattern about? Nine of Pentacles. Being independent on your own. Always doing the independent thing. Always doing the, I'm on my own. I mean, that also is the abundance that can attract things and the beauty. I don't think that you have an issue with beauty here, but I think that, you know, at the same time, it is in reading and being single. You're acting more single than the kind of thing of where you want things to go. I mean, especially for marriage. Like, this is not just like relationship. This is like, I want the end all be all thing. What's going on with this whole situation? Ooh, Ten of Cups reversed. What came with that here? Queen of Cups reversed and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So, I don't know. Some situation you really want, you feel like it's not going to happen. You're starting to get really negative thoughts about it. Queen of Cups reversed. You're not feeling the emotional support. You're feeling like it's just really confusing. But I feel like, you know, this Temperance card is like, chill the fuck out, number one. Chill the fuck out. Smoke your bong, fuck it, as a nun in the universe, and let the natural things happen. You need to be in the natural way of life. What's your spiritual advice going on here about this situation in life? You got the Devil reversed. You got the Page of Pentacles. I mean, I definitely feel like, you know, I don't want to be worried about that you're dealing with some sort of dark person. And I definitely feel like, you know, you kind of, Page of Pentacles has to present something that's beautiful, and you got a Page of Wands. So you're dealing with showing with the positivity and the excitement, and the beauty is not an issue with the Nine of Pentacles, but also offering things. And you got an Ace of Swords in reverse. So the spiritual advice here is, you know, again, this I am free of your bullshit. I don't know. Like, I don't think that you need to be like, I need to clear the air. I feel like it's almost like you're trying to do too much. And be just balanced and chilled out, and injustice. Is there really anything that's been unjustified? That's the big question. Judgment reversed. Well, your judgments are on the justice of things. So you're trying to be the lawyer and the accused, or the accuser and the judge. I feel like this is definitely where, I don't know, you want to have celebration. You want to have like this moment where you feel like you're in bliss and you're in the car and you're having it go to the place you want. I mean, this is the celebration marriage card here. How's that? You know, the Moon. You've got some emotions that are afraid to come out here that need to come out. I almost feel like people need to see your emotion, Aquarius. What's up with this person you think about here? Queen of Pentacles in reversed. King of Cups in reversed. Eight of Wands reversed. You don't feel like they're putting any energy towards you right now at all. Not even value, not even emotion, not even any like of the love that they want, that you would want to come towards you. And the Lovers reversed. You feel like they're not even wanting to have love with you. What's the reason behind that? Six of Pentacles. Well, I think that maybe it feels too much like an exchange instead of love, or they have to show up a certain way. I call that the most boring card in the deck for love. So maybe they're just seeing it as boring, maybe. And what about exes? Oh, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Oh, I would say no. I almost feel like exes from the past trying to find another way, but it would take you away from your work. And there's definitely some deceit there of where things could go. Yeah, it's not going. King of Wands reversed, not going anywhere. What do you do? I feel like you're really stuck right now. Knight of Swords reversed. I think that, again, stop trying so hard to figure it all out. I think that maybe you need to try harder on actually being much more on the emotional front and on much more on the positive front and on the simple front. You got the pages up, right? And the pentacles and the wands, and you got a devil reverse. So you don't want to come across like you're trying to control people too much here. And you got a Knight of Pentacles. This is about moving forward and showing your value and continuing to show it. And honestly, I feel like this is about really like, you want to get the ultimate from somebody or where things go. I mean, you want to be excited for those kind of things and show that you're excited. Nobody wants to, if you're thinking about marriage, you're thinking about like going to the next level with somebody, people want to see that you're excited about that, not the opposite. So what does Camelot have to say about this right now? What does Camelot have to say about this? You got Camelot itself. You got to walk into Camelot here. You got to like have the ultimate place, which is the aspiration to go towards it. You got to have that trust that you got to build. You got to have that place of where you show all those ideals and the honor. You got to honor that person, honor the one that you love the most and honor the one you're with. And you got to be willing to show that you want to walk into Camelot. If you're not willing to walk into Camelot and show that you want to walk in, no wonder nobody's going to walk to Camelot with you if you don't even want to walk to Camelot together. Or you don't even want to go to Camelot. Or you're not showing that you want to go to Camelot and you're showing that it's honor. To walk into Camelot, you have to have honor. And you have to honor and show the honor to others and to yourself too. You did get Pluto here. You did get Pisces, and you got the 6th house. So, I don't know. I feel like, you can't. Reality-wise, Pluto and the Pisces, I feel like this is definitely destroying the subconscious things that are holding you back from the life that you want and putting an end to those and stop putting up the walls and the boundaries to the magical life that you want. Back to you.
All right, Aqua. I just, for some reason, my mind got all dirty with honor. Have you heard that, if you can't come inner, come honor? It's a crazy thing about honor. Anyway. Bad but funny joke. Anyways, Aquarius, this is of course a solar eclipse in your 4th house. This is a big emotional check on your foundation within yourself. And you got to figure out if you're being supported, but more importantly, you have to support yourself here. And the only way to do that is to feel your emotions, to let them out, to work your way through them. You don't have to work past them. It's actually work through them and see who around you can support that emotion and be on that same wavelength with you. And then it's going to really, this is good. You're going to be able to put yourself out there more. And especially with that 2nd house of Pisces with Venus there, it comes back to your self-worth. And it comes back to valuing yourself and valuing the things that you feel and being able to express that. Mercury's going to just touch in, to your 5th house, like valuing the way you truly want your heart to be seen, expressing your heart. I mean, there's a lot here for you, but it's deep inner stuff that has to be worked through if you want the external to match that. And if you work through that, I think that you see a value check within yourself just go, through the roof here. So you have to know you're worth it and support yourself, and that will attract in the partnership and the people that are willing to support you at that very same level that you deserve, because you do deserve it. And I think that also Pluto retrograde in your 12th is a big one. Last time you ever have to deal with that, that's a crazy transit. So this is finally where you get to take that leap of faith that the universe has been pushing you towards and stop looking back at the past and stop, putting your emotions to the side or just letting your subconscious be separate from yourself. This is like full connection to yourself and where you can take yourself because you know your worth and your value, and other people will see that too if you're willing to put it out there.
Thanks, Greg.
Oh, is that a Craig?
Somebody was like, "Hey, thought you were Craig, but they call you Greg."
Hey,
and I'm like, "That's Brian, not Craig, and definitely not Greg." And definitely, I'm like, Jesus. Maybe that's a lesson for fucking Aquarius in some sort of way. Coming off as the fucking person that has no idea what the fuck is happening and how to connect to what is happening in the room and the awareness of what's happening in everything.
I've never been called Greg before. I always get Brad.
And I remember it was, it's just, we already went through that. Libra.
Anyways.
If you notice, we were moving through this show fucking fast. What are we at time-wise on the show right now?
We are at 1 hour, 30 minutes.
All right. And we just got Libra, and there are 1, 2, 3. So we have 5 left. Libra.
Someone put brag.
My God. I'm sorry. I see that shit in the chat room, and I just, you know what? I got to call it out. I'm not being mean to you. I'm just being like, come on, like, wake up. Like, that's not fucking Craig. And his name was Craig. He said it a million times. We had millions of views. You know what I mean? Like, fucking, it was Craig, not Greg. And then fucking, it's not fucking Craig. It's fucking Brian. For a long time.
It's been a couple months now.
It's been fucking 4 months. Going on 5. Every week. You know what I mean? Like, come on. And it was never Greg. Fucking, you know what I mean? Like, jeez. Wow. So I just have I just don't have it anymore in me to just deal with people that are just so off the mark, just like fucking okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God, fucking. You know what? Hey, we need to have men can get pregnant now, right? And men should be the ones that are at the front now, I think, of abortion rights. So
I agree.
Like, that's where we're at. All right, Libra. Let's see what's going on with you. You did get the Empress here as your card, but it reversed. And I did pull the 7 of Pentacles, so I'm going to throw that with it. I'm going to put you as a 2 card. You are a Libra anyway. I think that you want to build all this stuff and get a good return, but you're not showing up. And you're not showing up with the beauty and the ability to create things. And to be honest with you, you're not showing your beauty, or you're not showing up. You got to be everything. The Empress is everything. She is fertility. She's the blooming onion at fucking Outback Steakhouse and more. So, or you might not be feeling beautiful because you're with somebody that you invested with that you're not feeling beautiful with. I don't know. We're gonna find out here. What's going on? 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords reverse has been coming up a lot. Like, you know what? I think that you need to get out of your head so much, but look at this. You are toying between 2 different energies. I feel like you're thinking about 2 different people. Especially from this deck's version, Badass Tarot. I feel like you are definitely kind of like unsure with what you want, especially with that Queen of Swords reversed here. Wow, yeah, you are in your head. You are dealing with multiple people and you don't know what to do. Wow. I feel like you have confidence in which direction to go, and I feel that you actually intuitively know what to do, but why aren't you doing it here? Oh, you're too afraid to have the communication. You're too afraid to fucking actually say it. Oh man, you're just staying like quiet? What are you waiting on? 10 of Swords reversed. Oh, you just want to you're waiting for something to change by doing the same thing and it's not working. So that's insanity. You're living in an insane relationship world right now, Libra, where you're just expecting things to change and you just hope that things will change on their own, but they're not. It's the same pattern that keeps happening. What is going on here with this situation? 6 of Pentacles reverse. I mean, it's unfair to both people, but more importantly, it's unfair to yourself. You're not getting what you want. You're just sitting on the fence and you're not showing up. So you're not showing up to either one the right way. I almost feel like you're playing the Eagle song, like Lion Eyes. And yet Temperance reverse is so unnatural. You were in an unnatural place. You're coming across fake. You're trying to come across a certain way. You're trying to come across a certain way in your life. And you're not even showing up. That's the main thing. You're not even showing up to the love fully. It's almost like it's got, I hate to say it, with that 6 of Pentacles reversed, it's like, well, we're going to have a baby together, so that's why I'm showing up. Or, they're offering me some money to get me out of a problem right now, or a place to stay to get away, so I'll go there. It's almost like you're just like fucking I hate to say it, you're using people right now. Yep, 6 of Wands reversed. You think you're going to have any kind of victory in this right now? No. And you know what's kind of sad? All those likes and those hearts. It's like, I feel like you're almost like attached to your social media and like peeking and seeking and looking on that way, but not living in your real life. You're not showing up to real life. You're only doing it for, I like how there's the OnlyFans with this. It's like in reverse too. It's like, what are you doing here? What's your spiritual advice right now? You got Queen of Cups reversed. You got Seven of Cups reversed. You got King of Pentacles reversed. Definitely, fuck. I think that, you need to let your imaginations fly. But again, I feel like you got to show up emotionally and you got to show up with knowing what you want and being confident in what you want. And I feel like for you, especially if you're trying to do the sugar daddy thing, that's not working. Especially if you're trying to find situations where you don't have to show up emotionally. That's your advice, is to stop blocking your ability to show up emotionally to things and to show up to create things, because no dreams will happen if you can't be that way. You got the Fool card reverse. Stop being, literally God is coming down and saying like, stop being a fucking dumbass, Libra. And actually fucking go for something. Like I got a feeling like you're going to miss out on so much if you don't go for what you really want in your life here. You got to drop all the fucking... You gotta drop all this fucking like fuck you everybody and all these defensive walls. And I think that definitely you have to make a choice on which direction you're going about people. What's going on with that? We're gonna do for two people. 1, 2. They're both bad. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords reversed. You're not putting a lot of effort into one of them, and then the other one is causing a lot of conflict in your life. What's up with X's? 3 of Swords reversed. Are you trying to reconnect with an old broken heart? 9 of Swords. Oh my God. Be the fuck careful. 9 of Pentacles reversed. Oh my God. Knight of Wands reversed. I got a feeling you're dealing with 3. I got a feeling you're even trying to like see if, let me try some ex-boyfriend or girlfriend or even wife or husband that fucking we used to have all this shit. You're dealing with a fucking person that is so fucked up that they'll put it onto you, and then you're dealing with 2 people that you're not even really into, and then or in the relationship you're in, you know what you're doing? You're thinking about your exes while you're fucking trying to show up for one reason, but then like trying to fucking look at another. Fuck. I'm giving what is down the line of this? Wow, 3 of Cups reversed. You know what? You're too focused on trying to live with your friends and partying and not taking your love serious and doing social events and stuff like that, instead of facing the truth of like, you're at a love disaster moment. Yeah, it's not going anywhere because you're not facing it, and it's time to move to a better place, to the love that you want to go. And you're controlling everything. Wheel of Fortune reverse. You're getting no fortune because you're trying to control everything right now. This is a disaster that you can change. And stop being, I'm going to be honest, people don't even trust you because we can feel the lies, but you don't see it yourself. And I feel like, you can get out of all these crazy misunderstandings about yourself by actually showing up to the real shit in life and getting rid of all these stupid situations, and actually stop being a dumbass and go for what you really want in your life, and not being afraid to build things and to create the dream and to actually be there emotionally support-wise. People are willing to do that for you. I think that's the actual thing. But I think that you're coming across real fake, especially because I got that Emperor there, and I definitely got that Temperance reverse. Like, I feel like you're trying way too hard to fucking come across a certain way, and it's not working. There's way too much here in this Empress reverse. Like, you're not creating anything when you're fake, and this is definitely not showing up to be the beautiful Libra that you are, to create and have the abundance that you want. And definitely trying to take on an ex again is the dumbest move of your life. It'll be the worst thing that you ever did in your whole fucking life. They're damaged goods, and they're bringing their damage to you. So wake the fuck up. Avalon wise, well, that's kind of interesting that Camelot's showing you that, it's time to find the real sanctuary and the flow, and to find that place where you've got that creative force that really, I think that you're looking for the ultimate place, but you're too afraid to show up for that. What's up with this? What is going on? I mean, you need to go make the offer to where that place is. I don't think it's been the people that you've been trying with of recent. So it's time to make the offer. It's time to show up with the beauty to where you really want to be. That's the great place that you could have everything that you want, and it's going to be much better in life instead of dealing with you're dealing with a fucking fuck show right now. I'm going to pull one of the sacral fucking chakra oracle cards to help you out here, because this is fucked up. Wow, you got body comfort. You know what? You have a shadow issue right now about your body. You're too afraid to show people. And you know what's crazy? I got the reverse of the Six of Wands. That's with the likes and the OnlyFans. You're too afraid to show even your body off. You think that you're overweight or you don't look good enough and all that shit. And that's your sacral energy issue. And you're too afraid to even like go to where you really want because you're having body issues. You're too afraid of your body. You think you're ugly. You think you don't look good anymore. You think you're fucking having this, that. Oh my God. Oh my God, you got the Five of Pentacles with that. I wanted confirmation. I'm not going to throw something out like that without confirmation. You definitely have some fucking weird shit going on when it comes to your body and how you're coming across. Your issue is you keep being in your little hole with that, and then you're playing with people that you feel that you're comfortable with because they're accepting, but what you really want, you're too afraid of what they're going to think, but they're not seeing it because you're projecting that on yourself, and you're too afraid to offer something, and you're too afraid to go to the sacred place in your life where you won't even be worried about that shit. So you're way up in your fucking own victim mentality. You're way up in your own crazy place. Holy shit. Venus, 5th house, Pisces. I mean, go live the real magical love story instead of the most fake fucking story and the most deceptive love story of your life. Back to you.
Hey, Libra. This is a big eclipse for you in the 8th house. That's a hard one. So it's not really a shock that you got a reading that's so harsh like that. Like, this is kind of a time of transformation, but it's also like there's endings, there's powerlessness, there's a lot that goes into this, like, and dealing with other people and, you know, where you've been attaching your emotions right now. So you really want to shift what you're attaching yourself to and make sure that you're evolving, make sure that you're growing, make sure that you're like taking what doesn't work and moving it into what does work. And I think that you have to like accept that there's an evolution taking place, and if you don't, it's going to get ripped away and it's going to be even harder than maybe it already feels. So you're either getting fully in with full passion with something and it feels like a bond for life, or you're feeling like you're trapped. And you know, I hope you're not feeling trapped. This Pisces energy is in your 6th house too, so you know, you have to figure out how to make magical changes in your day-to-day life to accept new life in, because that's the 8th house too. It's entries, exits, it's death, it's rebirth, powerful energy, but also powerlessness. And you're at a very interesting place right now where you could be feeling all of the above, and eventually the final hit's going to come this week, and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I have no control over anything, because that's because you have to change your reality. And this is where it all comes back into play. And also, of course, Capricorn, your 4th house with Pluto going retrograde for the final time. Like, there's an upheaval of emotion coming right now, and it's a hard time. So, you know, I feel for you, but if you're not gonna, you know, realize what's taking place and kind of like figure out what energy you want to trust, or who has your back, or where you're putting your investment energy with people, and you're just going to stick to the same old, or worrying about multiple people, like, you need to be bonding yourself with like the right energy, whatever it is, whether it's monogamous, poly, it better be the stuff that's supporting you and nurturing, because if it's not that, this is not pure energy, and it can go really dark really quick here. So this is a big time for you, Libra. Best of luck.
Yeah, especially that South Node Scorpio, like trying to hold on to, you know, things because of, I mean, it's hoarding. It's like emotional, deep hoarding. Pluto retrograding in Capricorn, your 4th. These are issues in your home life, whether you like it or not, that you need to get to the bottom of. Can't keep lying to yourself and being like, well, I feel secure here and safe. You're just a liar. You don't feel secure and safe. You don't like where you're at, and you're putting up false walls, and then you're using the excuse of body this and body that, or I got to keep holding on to this horrible situation. And like, this is really where you're too afraid to express yourself and be raw, naked, and truthful and divine and expose who you really are, instead of like hiding behind the fucking troll that you've become. Hey, it's Taurus season, fucking, and this is a big time, and this is it. This is the peak of 2022. You're not going to see more energy peak out, so you better make the changes, all of us, or we're all going to be, you know, don't be crying to me the rest of this year like, well, I wanted more, when I told you these are the moments you make the moments. Sag.
Big truth.
You know, and I deal with this every fucking year. It's been like this cycle for fucking, you know, almost a decade, but especially over the last like 4 or 5 years, where it's like all the planets seem to be retrograding here. Fucking as we come into April and May, right? Like the big ones, like that really matter. And then by the time we get to the end of summer, right? Like everything's retrograde. And then now we're getting a Mars retrograde as we come into the fall, right? When things start to come direct. And then it's like, nope, not moving really forward while everything's trying to move forward. And then we're going to wait till the beginning of the fucking year. And then you get these little moments here at the beginning of the fucking year. And then boom. So don't be an idiot. There's plenty of astrological data for me to prove that point for many years. All right, Sag. We're clearing the energy.
Saggy waggy.
Saggy waggy. Let's see. I hope Sag understands that at least, you know.
Oh, Sag knows.
Let's see if Sag knows. Never believe a Sag till they actually do it. King of Swords is your number one thing. Well, somebody is... Sag, you are definitely fucking... You got a lot to say, and you know exactly what you want, and you're in badass mode. Like, I ain't going to deal with shit. The moon, though. Lovers reversed. Holy fuck. Drama. Look at that. Look at that Mona Lisa stuck in the maze. You got a lot of emotions that you got to come up, and there's some trouble in paradise with the lovers, or a love connection that's definitely not working the way that you thought it was. It's not making you happy, and you got a lot to say. What the fuck is going on? Those are two major arcanas here. The devil reversed. Holy shit. I just thought I got over a very extreme love story with Libra, and now I'm coming into Sag, and this one's fucking just as fucked up, or even maybe more. These are all very extreme cards here. I'm feeling like, you know what? This is about being honest with yourself about what you want to get out of that's not really, like, it feels like it's kind of trapping you. What's up with the love scenario here? The lover's reversed. You want something that feels more natural. Something's not feeling very natural right now about your love story here. What's with this devil reversed? You want to... Honestly, this sucks. This devil reversed here is like coming with a 6 of cups reversed. It definitely feels like it's like the old memories aren't working out anymore. The old memories aren't keeping things together. The old memories are just memories that are dying as the new memories are feeling more trapped and feeling more, especially because I haven't pulled for this. I'm pulling for this moon last. What the fuck is up with this emotional train wreck situation going on here? But you definitely have a lot to fucking say about it here. 6 of Wands. Oh, wow. You want the best. You want the ultimate victory. I don't feel like you're feeling like you're getting it. Or, you know, you're too afraid emotionally to get the real thing you want in your life. What is it that you really want to get? Oh, wow. You have visions of it, but you don't reveal it to anybody. You know what you really want. I almost feel like you're keeping it hidden. I think that Sag is in some weird situations here, hiding something they really want and wanting to let something go, but they don't know how. Wow, 2 of Cups reversed with that fucking person they want to let go of. That's a very extreme connection you want to let go of here. What's up with that? Yeah, wow, Knight of Swords reversed. You don't even want to try and fix it. What's up with this other situation here? Queen of Cups reversed, but you don't know where it's going to be if it really feels the same way back, but I don't think it's because nobody knows. So you have a bunch of emotions like all over the place. Places you want to leave, places you want to go, but you don't know what's going to happen on either. 3 of Pentacles. Well, I think there's a lot of people waiting on answers. But they have to be spoken to. That's what you got here is the King of Swords here. 7 of Cups with that, and Hangman reverse. You definitely want to get out of a love situation here that's feeling stuck, and you definitely have a lot of, you know, you have a lot of options in your mind of life and where you want to go, but you also might feel guilty about it with a 2 of Cups reversed, a Devil reversed, a 6 of Cups reversed. You're dealing with a deep secret here of hiding. You're not revealing. It may not be a secret, but you're not revealing what you really want here. And then I don't know. It's like you almost expect to understand it all, but nobody knows. How do you get that out? Three of Wands. Wow. I mean, everything that keeps coming on this other connection that's outside of this Lover's reverse, like this Devil card reverse, like where you're wanting to leave anywhere where you're wanting to leave right now, there's something else that you like want to go towards, but you almost like are afraid of coming out and being like the evil one. You're afraid to come across the evil one, even though you'd be leaving some stuff that you don't even want to be like connected with. I mean, or it's making you feel trapped. I feel like you feel trapped right now. Yep, it's exactly. I pulled the Eight of Swords. That's the person who feels trapped. What's your spiritual advice here? Gee, many Christmas. Get rid of all the weight that you don't want in your life, the dead weight. Stop fucking serving somebody that's not serving you back. Stop trying to avoid it by going to parties or focused on social aspects and all that shit. Eight of Wands reverse. Stop trying to fucking hope for Cupid's arrows to come into a place to save something that ain't going to be saved. Don't be afraid to say bye and all the sorrow that's going to come through with that. And you know where you're looking out at. Go towards where you're looking out at. Why are you so afraid? What's going on with the person you're thinking about? Queen of Wands reversed. Page of Cups reversed. Nine of Cups reversed. You're not feeling fulfilled at all, or that person's not, and that you don't feel like there's emotional happiness. And Queen of Wands, it's like feeling ready to cut loyalty ties and all that shit. Queen of Wands reversed is like, I don't want to be the queen anymore. I don't want to be there loyal anymore. I don't want to do that. Nine of Cups reversed, not feeling emotionally fulfilled at all. What's up with this? Is there exes coming? Three of Swords reversed. Wow. I almost feel like you're reflecting on exes from the past. Or maybe there's somebody from the past here that, you know, has kind of been lurking. And you're kind of wondering, what's going on between all this? Page of Pentacles. You have an offer that you want to either give or that's coming at you. Chariot reverse. Definitely, I feel like it's an offer that you have to make of where you really want to go. I think that you have a hidden something else going on here. Ten of Pentacles reversed. I think you're too afraid to be the breaker of fucking people's home lives and shit, and everybody around you. Seven of Wands reversed, and you're too shy, you're too gun shy, and that's just going to keep you. I think that you got to deal with what you don't want to be with and get out of that, and then have the observations of where things are going to go, and just take it from there instead of having an understanding of where all that's going to go. But I think that you first got to get out of a lot of shitty shit that's going on right now, because this is like too heavy. It's too heavy. You face the sorrow of saying goodbye. Stop focusing on where's the arrows of love coming. You're not even in a place to accept arrows of love probably that you want, and things that aren't serving you in the right way. Don't overthink it. Get to where you need to go first. Oh, I didn't shuffle that fucking. You got the White Spring. I mean, you're looking for that revival energy and a place of that white light that comes through, and that feels like a shower from some dirty energy. I feel like you're stuck in dirt energetically. Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. You can't leap towards anything until you cleanse yourself of what's not working in your life. Or stop trying to leap towards things that are energetically bad. And I got a feeling even for you trying to jump back to some sort of ex, like, I don't know. That's kind of a weird one there, because you did get the King of Wands over there and you got the Hermit, but you got a Three of Swords reversed. It was pain in the past, but you're kind of over the shit that happened in the past. And it's, I don't know. Sag is trying to reach back to an ex. I wouldn't be surprised. Part of fortune in the 11th house, Libra. So you know what? It is about, what exciting world that you want to be in, with what kind of partner that you want to be in, instead of a world of chaos, a world of peace that you want. And you got to choose that. Back to you.
Well, Sag, it's not about the fantasy story right now. It's definitely about cold, hard reality, and this eclipse is going to bring out the purification of what that means in your life. So you're going to have to make changes to your day-to-day life to have a more pure reality and attract more of pure energy to you. If you're like faking it right now, it's not going to work, especially with Jupiter and Pluto in your 4th house. Like this has got to come, not Jupiter and Pluto, but Jupiter and Venus in your 4th. This has got to come from like a really deep place of how you're truly feeling about the reality you want and the changes that you can make. And it's about support within yourself and especially within your relationships with Venus there. And I think that, I don't know if going backwards is the way to go for you. I feel like it's just real shit. It's just as real as it gets. And Pluto's going to retrograde for the final time in your 2nd house. So I think at this point, you've really redefined what your values are in life. Now it's time to implement them into your life and actually live that life and figure it out. Mercury's also going to come into your 7th, so, and be shadow and retrograde there. Like you're going to have to figure some things out with your relationships, but they all got to come from a pure place. If they're not pure or clean, if anything's dirty or some fantasy that doesn't exist or have like a tangible connection, it's not going to be the supportive thing that you're looking for in life. And I think that's where you want to focus a lot of this big energy, is in what's supporting you or who is supporting you and who isn't supporting you. And you got to clean that up big time.
Yeah, it's time to get sober into the beautiful things and cut the toxic dark shit out of your life. Very simple. Taurus. After Taurus, we have only 1 or 2 more left. After Taurus, we have Scorpios left and Cancers.
Nice.
Hold on, I need a sip of a Sprite. Last 3. We made it.
We're doing it.
Where are we at time-wise?
4 minutes to 2 hours. So yeah, 1:56.
Told you.
Not bad.
What was our last show? 3 hours and 15 minutes?
Yeah, like 3:20, something right around there. Cutting time. Pluto retrograde. Time's changing, fellas. Women and children.
I was like, no more long fucking shows. This is just getting too long. It's killing my fucking life. And I feel bad for Brian. I'm like, I'm fucking holding this guy out here for fucking 4 hours on shows and shit.
I like it. I'm here for it.
All right, let's see what's going on with you, Taurus. You got the 2 of Pentacles. You're definitely weighing a lot out in your life right now and trying to find the right balance. But in love, when you weigh things out, nothing happens. You got to like make a choice in life. I always feel like, this card definitely feels like it's, sorting things out or being unsure about things and trying to find stability, but not being stable in a weird way. You got nothing to fear. I don't know why you're in fear place. Your fear will bring horrible situations. And look at this. This is a judgment call in your life. Are you ready to step up to the calling from God to a higher place and get out of the coffin? I don't know why you're going back and forth between like fear and like this great, beautiful trumpet call from the universe. But don't fear. You got 9 of Swords reversed. You got nothing to fear. I got a feeling that you are terrified to step up to the higher calling and you're weighing out. To me, it's excuses. Yep, look at that. Lying to yourself. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Because I don't feel like this is somebody else, especially the fact that, it's what you're weighing out here. And I feel like, this 7 of Swords is so afraid of some bad thing happening and lies and all that stuff. Do you think God's coming through with trumpet horns for lies? Right? This is calling people out of their coffins to rise to the divine calling here. So I feel like that you're definitely having to deal with, what's up with that? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you got to drop that weight of always having some sort of, searching for mysterious mischief all the time, or something's going to go bad. You're too afraid to step. Look at that. The judgment's calling in 7 of Wands reversed. I don't know. I'm hesitant to take the higher ground and have a better position in life, where it's a lot easier to defend and be in a better place of valor. That's after the victory card. But no, you're not going to build anything when you're afraid. So you're having issues I think that you're trying to weigh out too much about, well, how does this fit into that? And how does this person fit in there? And how does that, you have nobody to put into the game to fit in. And you got to make somebody first real, and then that's how you figure out life. You got to put the chess pieces on the board and see them play, and where the places go before the moves go into the future. You're trying to make moves of the future without making moves of the future. Wow. You got a lot of walls up that you definitely are going to have to deal with within yourself. All the arrows of love hit those walls and get bounced back. So you think arrows of love, the arrows of love scare you. You want to go where you want to go, and you want to keep staying in this like suspended state of weighing everything out, which is really a lie, because there's all this beautiful stuff over here. Look at that, the magician. Are you ready to step into the magic of your life and actually create the life that you want, that God's ready? It's like something fated feels like it's shown up that's going to create magic. But like, I know that, this card's not that bad. When Seven of Wands is reversed, it's just like hesitant to take the big move and to make the big action. But like, this fear stuff is plaguing you, and these walls are plaguing you. What's going on here? Just overall, I just want to find another part of this situation. Oh, you don't want to open the door. You have a lot of fucking selfish stuff. Happy birthday, by the way. Nobody's going to be there with a cake that you want if you're just going to hold on to everything the way that you want to. Things need to change. That's why, look at that. That's why when you hold on to the way that things are, well, this is where you're trying to move them around to change the positions into them. But if you're going to just sit here and be like, it has to be this way, and it's based off fear-based energy and walls, nothing's going to move and change, and especially get to where you want to go. So this has to deal with like your own selfish way of doing things. Yeah. And just focusing on your work and your talents in your way. What's going on here spiritual advice wise here? Wow. Three of Swords, the spiritual advice is to like get over the fear of heartbreak. It's a mind thing, and always putting dark clouds over every fucking beautiful situation. Wow. Get over your fears of moving into the divine's place of a new world, into a new place. Chariot reversed is spiritual advice is to stop fucking being afraid to move forward into the greatest place ever. Again, the same place that you always are at that you leave is the Chariot. No, I want to stay in the same place. I'm too afraid to move on. Wow, the Devil reversed. Like, stop fucking... Honestly, the spiritual advice is like, stop holding yourself back from what you want in your life. Because I have a feeling that you're not even trying to release a dark energy. You're trying to release a dark energy within yourself. Based off this, you got a Judgment here in the Magician. It's like, get rid of the devil inside of yourself that's fucking holding you back. The devil always holds us back. And this is showing so much of your own setbacks and holdbacks. Wow. And look at that. There's an upright card. And it's fucking move out of the heartbreak of in these horrible places that you put yourself within your own fear, and move to the new energy, which, what do we got over here? We got the Judgment over here. We got the Magician over here. Jesus, this is like moving on to the new place. Last spiritual advice card, Four Swords reversed. Stop feeling unsafe when you're fucking not even happy and feeling safe where you're at. It's Heartbreak City where you're at right now. It's fucking probably pretty fucking boring being in that fear spot and holding back so much and being in boring day-to-day life and work, and there's no love cards except for the Eight of Wands reversed. And it was weird because I got that, and that's like they're coming and being reflected off, like they're hitting your walls like. What's going on about the person you're thinking about here? Well, I don't think that maybe you want to be single anymore with this person, but I also feel like you're too afraid of losing your sovereignty, your single energy. King of Swords reversed. Stop trying to fucking figure it all out and have every detail understood, because that's too much. Yeah, Page of Swords. It's okay to have communication and have details, but you don't need to like have the detail of what they're going to do 3 years from now, 25 days later, and fucking 22 hours and 6 minutes. Like, what are they going to say exactly about that time? It's like, you need to just stay on the light, fun, get the details you need and not be afraid to move on. And you're not going to lose your sovereignty because you're not dumb enough to fucking pick somebody that's going to take away the value of yourself or the sovereignty in yourself. Wow, you got an 8 of Swords reversed, getting out of that stuck place in your life. And I feel like the person that you're thinking about, they're not stuck. They're willing to talk. They might not be willing to talk about every fucking deep thing that you want. And to be honest with you, like, they're not afraid to... I got a feeling that they're not afraid to be single. And they're also not afraid to go into a relationship. And that might terrify you that, you know, whether they do it or not do it scares you. It's like you want them to prove too much. King of Swords needs every detail in knowing where everything is going. And that's not what's going to happen. I feel like that they're willing to talk and they're not in a stuck place. Page of Wands reversed, though. If it's not going to be positive communication and about the love stuff and just about the fucking extreme, like, I need to know how this is going to fucking work. Like, it's just not going to be working. What's about your past? 6 of Wands reversed, Death card reversed, 10 of Pentacles reversed. If you used to live with somebody and as an ex, don't go back. But this could also be bringing back energies about them or was not victorious. Somebody you used to live with, that maybe that's the projection of the fears coming from the past. Yeah, and it did not go the direction you want. So I think a lot of your fears are attached to somebody you used to live with and it did not go the way that you wanted to at all. Especially that 6 of Wands reversed. And then that Death card reversed is almost like tried multiple times to rebirth it, but it didn't work. And maybe you're trying to rebirth that now in life in just a different way, but you can't keep coming at it from that fear in that position. And you got Star card reversed. I mean, it's like, don't definitely try an ex that you used to live with, but don't carry that over into this. What's in the middle here? Fucking Queen of Swords. Yeah. I mean, yes, you need your answers, but this is where she comes above the clouds to be able to see where she's going. The King of Swords, though, is above all the clouds, right? And he's on a throne and knows every answer. You're not going to get that, but at least, you know, come above the clouds to get answers and then do something about it in life. You got the Holy Grail. Well, of course, it's your birthday, eclipses. Here's the Holy Grail, right? This is the life force energy, the wisdom to bring. This has no fear. The Holy Grail is what we search for in life to get rid of our fears, right? To give us the everlasting life, to give us the fucking spirit, and more importantly, the regeneration here. And this is really the life force energy. And this is a great luck card. It's a 12 card, it's a 3. This is definitely where it's like, soak up the good stuff, drink from the Holy Grail. I mean, you got these magicians, this magician, and you got this fucking judgment card here. It's definitely a higher calling from the divine to drink up the good stuff or be afraid to drink God's goodness and just keep drinking your fucking devil shit. You got 9th house here, Sun, Scorpio. Yeah, I think that this is an end to your dark beliefs and to be more positive about transformation instead of fear of transformation into the new adventures. You're too afraid to have an adventure. Well, then you'll never have an adventure.
Happy birthday, Taurus. Well, this is a big eclipse for you. I mean, with the North Node in your sign and an eclipse there, I'm pretty sure the last one was 85. So this is a big
86.
86. This is a big revamp. Like, I think you should look at this as like a whole new you in a lot of ways and be open to what that journey can present. And like, are you redefining the value of the power that you do carry? And I think that a lot of it comes back to, if that's true and you do define your life by that power and that value that you uphold, then the people in your life have to be on that same level with you, with Jupiter and Venus meeting in your 11th house. This is a big like check. And then Saturn in your 10th house, square these nodes in your 1st and 7th. It's not about what society's doing. It's not about what other people are doing. I think you really have to redefine where you want to go and make the big steps and leaps to get there. And with Pluto going retrograde in your 9th, it is about the beliefs. You have to reevaluate the belief of what you can do in life and who you can do it with, or who you should do it with, or where the best connection is. And it's big decisions time for you right now. Like, are you going to identify with who you really are? Because this is going to change. I feel like Tauruses are going to change up their appearance. They're going to change their look. Something's going to change about how you identify with life. And when it comes to love, I think that you really want people that see you and value you for exactly as you are and what you want to accomplish and the electricity that you can bring. And if it's not there, it's not there. And it is what it is. And you can't, be living your life for what other person, what another person's values are. Like, what is yours? And I think this is a big moment for you to pioneer that direction and that trail for yourself. And it'll take you where you need to go and get you what you want.
Boom, big time. I know. It's time to free yourself, Taurus, into the life that you want. And honestly, let go of your fears of relationships. That's what's so weird. Like South Node and Scorpio in the 7th is your fears of relationships.
Yeah.
And your trust issues about relationships and the illusion of all that shit. Especially how this Pisces is teaching you all about like how to interact in the world and with people again in the biggest way. In society and not being a hermit and not being the one that's not magical in society, because cows are sacred or they're treated like dirt. Depends on you. Scorpio. So Cancers are going to be last. Well, how's the bet going with the Scorpios right now? Right now, I think I've been winning my bet.
You're winning.
I'm winning. They're all
100%.
fucking up. They're all fucking all the great love stuff up.
Wrong one.
You have one good story?
Oh, no, I accidentally switched to my camera, but, I have a roommate that's a Scorpio, and he's blowing it, man.
I know every Scorpio right now, they're all blowing it.
Blowing it. It's hard to watch, and I love the guy, and he's a good guy, but damn, when it comes to romance right now and all that 5th house energy, just blowing it.
The ones that I know are all blowing it. Excuses is what I keep hearing from the Scorpios that I see blowing.
A lot of excuses.
Tons of excuses.
Playing the victim.
Why not to go to the ultimate love story? Like,
I'm not good enough. Oh my God. Yeah. That was a sad thing to hear.
Or staying in stuff they hate. Letting other people control them. Being more focused on having like parties. Being too caught up in the opposite house of where all the action's happening. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you. Can you get out of this fucking... Can you use the last... This is it.
This is it.
This is it. I mean, like, you're either going to fucking thrive or you're going to fuck this one up and forever, for the rest of your life, you're going to be like, man, I missed the ultimate love opportunities in my life. Oh, 6 of Cups reversed. Definitely have to let go of the past and energy that's no longer good, and energy especially that's not comfortable. So... I mean, you gotta let go of the past memories and places that have worn out good memories too. Justice reversed here, 7 of Cups. Well, that's kind of weird because I almost feel like, you have big dreams. You want all these big options, but you're not willing to show up fairly. I almost feel like, you got to be fair. I feel like maybe you're trying to feel like somebody else isn't fair, but really I think this is on you being fair. You can't, two people got to show up for the dream. I got a feeling like that Justice reversed. Is it you? Yeah. Lovers reversed. I knew it. I was like, oh my God. Is it because, no, you're not showing up for the love that you really want. So I almost feel like somebody's getting hosed. Yeah. Somebody's being real and natural for the dream, and you're on the side that's hosing them. Not showing up for love. The Lovers reversed. Justice being unfair, being unjustified. Holding on to some past thing. Are you holding on to some past fucking memory? Fucking Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, I don't even know. And they're not even giving you emotional support. It's fucking crazy. Oh my God. Like, you got a Wheel of Fortune over here with this great dream energy, but you got to show up to it. What's the issues of you not showing up for love right now in the real place? Oh, 10 of Pentacles. That's weird places, home situations. Not feeling, like, oh God. Could even be controlled at your home. I don't know why I'm getting that. World card reversed. Fucking. You're too afraid to step out into a new world. That's what it is. And I feel like that you feel unsafe there and you want to find a place that's safe. So you stay in the most unsafe place because it's safe. That's fucking crazy. So this is also too afraid to build homes. This is like too afraid to build the ultimate relationship that's true and that's justified and the ultimate love and the ultimate home life and the ultimate world, but this is like distractions. Oh, Ace of Cups though. I think that you're ready to open up the door to the emotion. I just think that there's just so many things that it's almost like, because there's so many major arcana in the 10 of Pentacles, it's like, yes, it's going to feel like it's a major shift in your life to get the ultimate happy place. But you got to do it. For you, it's too many layers, it feels like. It's like, that's too much. It's like, well, you expect too much out of everybody else, but I don't know. There's this other side here that's fucking showing up with like ready to do the dream. They're real. They're natural. They're ready to go with it. There's fortune there. Queen of Swords reversed. They're not dickheads or bitches. They're not fucking demanding too much here, but are they going to leave? That's the question. Boom. They are leaving. They're leaving. This is your last shot. I cannot ask for, am I right, Brian? You're terrible. Come on. Like, out of all the cards in the world, are they leaving? And then that's the card of leaving. Oh my God, there's a nuclear bomb going off. Get in the car, kids. We're getting the fuck out of here.
I can't think of a card that would say
especially this is the only card in all tarot, Six of Swords, but this version of Badass Tarot describes it like, get the fuck out of, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Blowing up.
How do Scorpios fucking deal with this? Be open and go for the ride instead of fucking holding yourself back. And clearing the air and fucking willing to open up a new door and stop living in your mind. Look at that. You got Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. You got this opportunity this week to fix things, or at least do the due diligence of going towards the ultimate fortune. And it's going to be the safest place for you to be emotionally and feel like you're fully protected. Wow. How are you all going to fuck it up? That's kind of weird. I feel like, hold on. You know how you're going to fuck it up? Not going for the ultimate fucking victory of the ultimate love, and honestly looking at it as end all be all energy. You got to have the courage to go on it. You have to have the courage to fucking go to the success. You have to have the courage to go into celebration of marriage or union on the deepest part, or they're going to walk away and the best love story of your life is just blowing up. What's your spiritual advice? Wow. You need to get over all these like fucking insecure walls that you got because it's not doing good. Everybody's feeling like they're showing up to you and you're like, fuck you, get away. It's like, okay, that's going really good. Stop that. Stop fucking, oh my God. Stop expecting people to do everything and you don't do anything back. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Is the Six of Pentacles reversed is expecting people to do everything and you don't do anything. Like, or expecting other people to show up and then you don't show up. That's the worst thing you can do in life. Two of Cups reversed. Oh man. It's like, what? You're not paying attention to what's a match, or you're not willing to show up sexually, emotionally? You need to let all your emotions out and stop fucking holding your emotions back, and stop also bleeding your emotions of the past and keep living in your subconscious issues here and staying in the emotional maze that you just won't free yourself of by connecting and letting people in and letting them fully in. Wow. Yeah. And you need to drop whatever's all this, like, I don't know, you're going uphill to this crazy thing of too much weight, or you could even be dating somebody and ruining the worst thing. You're dating somebody who's like this big fat sumo that's on top of you and it's too much weight and you don't even want it. Let it go. Oh, wow, I pulled two cards. You need to believe, and you got a Nine of Swords. You got to believe that nothing bad's going to happen and you go for it. Or, I don't know, what's the outcome here? I just want one outcome card here. Or have no love for the rest of your life. I mean, honestly, I mean, I know that sounds very fatalistic, but it won't ever be the ultimate prize love. It'll be just like, oh, that's kind of works. Just because you're distracted and bullshit and too many layers of the best things that you could have. What's about with the person that you're thinking about right now? Nine of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, you want to be single, okay, or you want to be fantasized about how well you look. Seven of Swords reversed, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Well, they haven't left. They're not willing to leave. They see the value in you, and they're not somebody that's a liar or anything, but like, I think they also think that you just want to be single. They're willing to give you the shot to start from fresh. So You should be pretty lucky. What's up with fucking X and fucktards here? Paige, stop talking to exes or people that have been constantly in your past that haven't worked out. Tower card, oh my God. Yeah, the illusion that you could bring back some ex that's a tower, that's fucking honestly, fucking don't even give them the time of day or fucktard people. I should call it just the fucktard X/people. Don't put value on there, or you know what? Maybe you're just there for money in between all this. Fucking Page of Pentacles reverse. It's time for you to make your offer of where you're going, the fucktard energy or to the energy that's willing to be open to you and starting the fresh energy. And you got on this other side this great fortune coming, and stop fucking I already went through it all. But you know what? You are a Scorpio. After this Camelot card, I will pull what's going on with your Oh, okay. I can't believe that. That flew out. Sacred union. It's time for the sacred union. I don't know how you get sexuality, the fucking card of sexuality and fucking ultimate passion and vitality and the ultimate union of love and happiness. That's where you go. I'm going to use the Sacral Chakra Oracle deck, see what's going on here to get some help for you here. Oh, wow. It's time for empowerment. It's time for, it's time to find the beauty and the courage to go towards beauty and courage instead of going towards anything that's dark and crappy and not empowering and it's fucking like not sacred union shit. You need to empower yourself to go to the sacred union. It's beautiful and it's embracing that courage to go to it, or good luck for the rest of your life. You won't ever get anything like this ever again. You got 8th house. Well, at least that's your house. You like it. Saturn. Oh, wow. Virgo. You need to get very specific and you need to fucking open up to what you specifically want and stop fucking wasting your time fucking connecting with the reality that's not what you really want. Back to you.
Yeah, Scorpio. I mean, it doesn't
surprise you?
It's hard. It's like, it's not hard, but for some reason it's hard for Scorpios right now. Like, you just need to like let your heart out there, be free, do the things in life that make you happy, and go for the ultimate love story. And for some reason, Scorpios want to hold on to an ex or hold on to a situation that they're not happy with, and it's really upsetting. And it's upsetting me, and I don't even get upset about other people, but like, this is it. This eclipse in your 7th house, like, I'll be honest, it's probably going to extend this energy for you for a little while. So I think there's still time, but damn, if you could make something happen right now to get more happiness into your life with Jupiter and Venus meeting the two benefics in your 5th house, do you want a happy life? This is where you risk it for a happy life. This is where you risk it for the partner of your dreams. This is where you risk it for connection. This is where you risk it for beauty and balance in your life. And it's balance with another person.
You're never going to hear that from any astrologer, tarot person in the world either, ever again.
Yeah.
I just had to throw that in, sorry.
Yeah. So, God, and Pluto retrograde in your 3rd, like, this is where you got to bring out that deep truth about what's going to make you happy, and legitimately that's the only way you're going to bring balance to your life. And if you think you can just do it all by yourself right now, or there's no other options, you're going to put yourself into an emotional hole that you're going to regret. And I don't want to see you guys go through that. So why don't you do the thing that'll make you happy and stop blocking yourself from that? All right, thanks.
Damn. Well, Scorpio, I don't want to have to win my bet, but it looks like I'm going to win my bet. Last one, Cancer. What we had time? 2:15?
2:23.
2:23. All right, so about 2 hours and 30 minutes. That means I just cut it off another 45 minutes.
You're on a roll.
All right. What is going on with Cancers? Hold on, I am shuffling this deck because that was a lot of Scorpio just retardation. I have no problem being so blunt and real to Scorpios that they are going to fuck up what we all wish for in astrology. You'll never hear an astrologer ever again be like, wow, so it's perfectly lined up with the most benefic energy for love and the best in solar eclipse energy and all this energy in the 7th house of relationships of Taurus. And Scorpios desire that the most in life, and they're just like fucking it up. I'm like, this is just like crazy. I just like, as a Leo, I'd be like, okay, I wish.
This is a Leo's
I wish
dream.
it was Jupiter, Venus, and I don't know.
Fuck,
Mars
even
connecting
Mars.
in Sag,
Yeah, fuck.
while and then Saturn and Uranus conjuncting in fucking Aquarius, I'd be fucking all over it.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's
With
like
the North Node in
the best.
Aquarius, I'd be like, oh fuck yeah. Jeez. Maybe you have to use another sign to teach Scorpios, like, this ain't gonna come in your life again. You're passing it up. And whatever you're loving, whether it's a drug or something or a person, like, that's not a love story, like your dog, there'll be other dogs.
Oh, man.
There'll be other fucking fish. There'll be other this. Like...
It's like happiness or bust.
There's always porn,
God. Whatever makes you happy. If it's porn, fucking go for it. Just make that your relationship. I'm sure
Hey,
you'll be very,
I have
very happy.
I have still not fucking. I'm on that WAP team,
Fuck, no WAP April.
Well, yeah, I have not watched porn in over a week now, and I have not masturbated in over a week.
That's wild.
I'm on. This is day 9 going 10. No masturbation, no porn. So. Yep. Wasn't working.
Yeah. That's when you fix it.
Yeah. Just wasn't working. I'm on day 10.
Congratulations. They say if you go 14
It's like
days,
my cock is breathing new life.
Oh my God. It's actually breathing. It's not getting choked.
It honestly, that's kind of yeah. It actually like TMI, but it like looks better too. It has like life again. It has like a personality of its own. It's fucking like living.
Thriving.
Like looks good. It's like I check down on my dick and I'm like, how you doing? Oh, you're looking like you're doing good.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like, you look like you're doing good down there. Okay. All right.
I'll just let you do you.
It's not looking like, oh shit. Looks like you've been through some hell and back lately.
Fuck, what happened to you?
Shit. What happened? Let's just not even look down there. Just watch it. Look. Right now it's like, damn, you look good.
There's like whole new skin on there.
When I was in boot camp, fucking like, I'm sorry to say, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, I jerked off in boot camp, but it's a little weird jerking off fucking in a room full of 80 dudes, right? So it's like, It reminds me of that. I remember looking at my fucking dick when I was in the fucking Navy, and I remember being like, dude, I felt like it was like I was a human. It was weird. It's like, whoa, it was weird. And I'm having the same feeling now. I'm like, wow, oh my God.
Oh my God, that's funny. Everybody's dying in the chat.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, I've never seen so many.
It's got fucking life,
faces.
I don't name my dick or anything. It's just my dick, So it's just you can just look down at my dick right now, and I'm just like, wow, like you're doing good. Like you're doing good. So
stay up, homie.
Yeah. Stay up. You have no problem staying up. Yeah. Honestly, though, you know what? That's the weird thing about it. I'm just going to be real, like, as I'm shuffling this for Cancer. Cancers need this shuffle because they're last. And it's just like, it's not, don't get me wrong. I'm going to fucking masturbate. You know what I mean? I just like, I go through periods, and it seems to be when Saturn scores Saturn or Saturn on my Saturn world, it's like, after you get divorced and shit, and then you're single for a long time, you just like end up as a guy who just turned to porn and shit like that. And then you just don't think anything of it. Things are fine. True. And then you just start realizing that you're just like not thriving as much. And then even like your sexual energy is not as strong, even though it's strong, or it feels like it's a little bit harder to push. I don't even know what to describe it, but it just and then you get to a point where you're like, yeah, this isn't serving me. And it's just like, it's not that it's addictive. It's just like, it's just not doing it. It's just not going to do it. And you just know God's just like, come on. Like you had your little fun in the fucking VR porn world. And then you just like, then you change it, and then life comes back to your dick.
Which in turn brings life to your life.
Yeah, it does.
The male genitalia is an interesting
Although I feel
thing.
like my dick, though, you know, when it gets all involved again, like it's gonna just be like a fucking dog slobbering all over the place. But hey.
Yeah, probably, but that's cool.
All right, Cancer. I know Cancers loved hearing that. I was like, that's Cancers. They're dealing with that Saturn still in the 8th house. They need to learn some more fucking sexual things. They got blocked ass fucking sexual shit going on. Trying to fucking live through their like, well, I'll just live the basic love story. Like, we don't need to have sex. Oh God. Cancer, what's going on with you? 6 of Wands reversed. You are not feeling victorious right now, or you're overconfident that you're going to be victorious over some situation that you know right now you've been struggling or trying to win and it's not winning. Wow. 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 You're dealing with somebody who you know is fucking shitty, and you feel stuck, and they're honestly, you know they're lying to you. And you feel stuck. I think that you feel like you have to show the world that you're going to win this thing, and it's not winnable. It's the bottom of the 9th, and you're 10 runs down, and there's 2 outs, and there's no men on base, and you're like, I'm going to win this game. Wow. The king of lies of love that you're with, that you're fighting for. They are a barcoded fucking like... I want to know about that barcode. Wow. They have no belief system that actually is deep spiritually. You're so focused on this prize to have it, and it's not true. It's making you feel stuck. Wow. And it's not moving to where you want it to move at all. And it's not offering what you want it to offer. And it is not the thing to be in the Lover's reverse. Your last Pluto retrograde in your relationship house of your life. The biggest truth bomb always comes in the last Pluto retrograde. And we all have a little bit of fear that we have to be afraid with wherever Pluto's retrograding in our charts on the last retrograde. And you know what? For you have to think of the last Pluto retrograde in Sag in 2007. For me, that was, I am not living my happiest life. I need to open up my heart. That's 5th house, so I fucking moved in with my first living relationship, and I became a DJ fully, and I fucking started really doing this astrology thing, like really came out with all of it. So, wow. I was asking, like, what's up with this bad love scenario that you keep trying to win? And it's like, this hangman reversed is weird because I feel like you're stuck, but you're not paying attention to what's going on, but you act like you're not stuck. That's crazy. I'm going to put this down the middle with this victory that's not happening. Wow, you just won't let it go. You just will just, you're trying to prove something, and you're not opening up to possibilities of actually having the real victory in your life. What's the shadiness, though? Because here's a higher... They're not spiritual. Wow, they're not saying about little things. Like it's not like maybe the deepest lie, but it's like the little lies, or it's like the little things they say that don't come true, or that they never pull themselves off with. Or I think it's the lie that you're telling yourself that you think that they are something that they're not. You believe something they're not. Oh yeah, they'll make the money eventually. Oh yeah, they'll come through with love eventually. Or you know what, they'll be that prize eventually. And you know what, they'll be the great lover eventually. They'll be that eventually. They'll eventually. And it's not happening. Nope, Empress reverse. Definitely never going to materialize into that. Just looking at your future, Ace of Cups reversed. You can't move into the actual place that's going to bring you emotional happiness until you fucking get over this thing that's not materializing and that you're trying to prove to win some sort of victory. Yeah, Four Swords reversed. It's definitely not going to be safe. It's not going to make you feel supported. And they would leave you they would Johnny Depp you and leave you in a fucking Honda Civic fucking in the trunk if it came down to it. And I'm actually on Johnny's side, but I'm just saying that, like, that text, that one hits home for Cancers. You know that they would, because you're putting all this effort in it and it's not working. It's like, no, it's like keep coming back to the king, Six of Wands reverse. No, I swear I'll get the victory. And it's like, now you've put yourself in a pressure position where you're trying to prove to your friends, your family, and all these other people, and just to the world in general and to yourself, like, I can make something work. And you can't. Like, you took on a fucking situation that you can't, and you're avoiding amazing doors to open for you here. What's your spiritual advice? Nine of Swords reverse. Stop trying to save the fucking person that fucking is unsavable. Moon reverse. Stop suppressing the emotions. Nobody knows about this. You're putting on such a show that nobody knows the truth. You're trying to tell people that you're in a great place, that your heart's in a great place, and all that shit, and it's not. It's causing all of your issues emotionally, health-wise, all that shit. Wow, it's time to go to fortune and let the universe do what it's supposed to do instead of trying to fight it. Geez, it's definitely not going to be your husband or wife, or it's a situation that you got caught up into that, and you're like, how the fuck did I get caught up into that? Nothing to celebrate about. Three of Pentacles. It's like trying to build something with somebody and nothing's really being built, but now it's time to, like, where is that really? And looking for it. But look at how everybody's looking at you as like, you're outside of actually building with where you want to be. You're like the outsider, and you're not coming in to come in and build the life that you really want to build. You're trying that with somebody that's not able to build it. Emperor's reverse. Wow. Yeah, it's time for you to look outside and look at a better world. And where's the world that you really want to be? Where's the movie that you really want to be? What's the window that you want to be in? There's a lot of windows here. There's people like having a great time having sex. There's people fighting. There's people having good. What world do you want to? Which life do you want to live? Do you want to keep living that crazy one? What's about the person you're thinking about right now? Eight of Pentacles reversed. Chariot reversed. Queen of Pentacles reversed. Three of Wands reversed. This shit ain't going anywhere. It's not moving anywhere. And then I got a Six of Swords. That was in reverse. Like, you think it's going to change? Oh my God. If anything, it just keeps going backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards. Which, to be honest with you, if you're on a big victory quest and you just keep going back a position that you're going to place last, like, what are you doing? This person's not even, to be honest with you, has the capability to create what you want. They don't even have the ability to create it that you've been dealing with, that you've been fighting for. What's up with the fucking past and exes and people from the past? King of Cups, Nine of Wands, Judgment, Temperance. Wow. I don't know. There's somebody here from your past that's better. I'm going to say that. That's how you know you're in the wrong place. Future stuff, Two of Wands reverse. You're not even looking at the future stuff. You're not even looking at the like the great place that you could be in the future. Your loyalty lies so much with the victory that's going to fail that you won't even look at the victory that where the world is, of where real victory is. I think you could use people you've been with in the past, or even exes, or maybe even people you dated. I don't know why. Let's see. Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, like places where you didn't feel maybe fulfilled all the way, but or maybe you never showed your fulfillment there. I almost feel like that could be it, because there's so many good cards for the ex, but I'm going to call that the ex, the past. I don't know. Is there some sort of... No, there's not. Three Swords. Well, maybe. I was like, is there some reconciliation from the past? Three Swords reversed. Fucking Eight of Wands reverse. You're not putting the energy towards anything. That's what's so weird. You're cutting yourself off from the future and anything that you've maybe thought about before or been with that was good. Like, you're just so focused on some fucked up situation that you will do anything to make it win. I'm here to tell you it's not going to happen. Hate to tell you. Hate to tell you that again. I don't know what to tell you. Jeez. Well, you got Excalibur, which it's time for you to grab the sword and go to Avalon. It's time to cut yourself out of the bullshit. And you know what? It's all about, it's not just honor, but honestly, it's about action. And it's about, honestly, truth and power and the sovereignty of where you really want to be and to have in your life. And that's the ultimate victory, not the victory of, I'm just going to be in a lie and I'm just going to be in this place where I believe that there's power and I'm taking action to get to a place of somebody that's not really sovereign and not going anywhere. I'm going to use the Sacral Chakra Oracle because on these crazy ones, I'm like, man, we need to like get something understood here. Wow. Law of attraction. You're not even attracting what you really want. You're trying to attract what's not working, so that's why it's not working. But like, you could attract actually the energy that really is flowing for you. I'll pull another one for you fucking here. Look at that connection. You are lacking connection in where you're with, and you know where the connection is, and you know how to attract it. And maybe you've actually attracted the real connection to you, but you won't swim towards it, or you won't go towards it. Boom. Transformation, it's time to end so you could actually have the transformation to get what you actually want of connection and to attract what you want in your life. I don't know what else to tell you, Cancer. Scorpio, Ceres, 7th house. Oh man, you got to get to the real shit and you need to build with who's real and what the real shit is and what you're really attracted to. I got a feeling, to be honest with you, you're not even sexually attracted to the person that you're trying so hard with. Especially with that Saturn 8th house.
Sorry. Thought we were done. Cancer. This is a big one for you. It's a big week. Eclipse in your 11th house. So this is about you kind of breaking away. This is about full connection in life to the right people. That involves relationships with Pluto retrograde in your 7th house for the final time ever. So it's definitely bringing up a lot. And where you've overcommitted or tried to control relationships, they're not going to work. This is about going into a better future with better people, and you can't have your walls up. You got to let that down. You got to be open and vulnerable to what that can look like. But there's also this south node that's really weird for you in your 5th house, because I feel like you can want to over romanticize something that's dead, and you got to get real intellectual and objective about what that situation looks like so that you can have a full connection. So I think you're in a place where you can go into exciting new places and into a future, and people could be a big part of that, but not if it's some just like idealistic fantasy or over romanticized thing. And you got to change your belief on the matter too, because that's one of the best things that you have right now is Venus and Jupiter meeting in your 9th and Mars in your 9th. Is like there's a whole big world out there for you to experience, and there's plenty of people in there, but you got to be around people that are expansive, that want to let you grow, that are, everything's about the growth and the transformation when it comes to your relationships right now. And if you're not getting that, or you're being confined by someone's energy, you're naturally going to break out of that eventually. But how long are you going to hide from that truth and just wait till it gets ripped away in some way? Or it's almost like you're waiting for someone else to make the decision for you. And
they won't. They'll keep abusing.
Yeah. It's actually turning into like a Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation with that reading and everything. Like it's just a weird, toxic, beat up thing. And this is the moment to turn the wheel and expand to some really magical stories with magical people that can really help you in your life. And go that way.
Yeah, I bet you fucking fucking Elon Musk is a Cancer. He's probably trying to call Amber Heard right now because he sees her on TV and he's like, hey, I just bought Twitter. You want to try coming back over here?
Like he's shooting his shot with relationships.
Or maybe they're still
right
fucking
now.
doing shit. Who knows? I have no idea. But
like look at his hot relationship with Twitter right now. Fuck, the shit's hot and heavy. That's a future thing. Shit.
It is, and it's going to a place where he doesn't even know, right? He's like,
yeah, giving it a shot, taking a risk.
And that's the whole thing is Uranus is nuclear in a way, right? It is nuclear, and it's in your 11th. Like this is like a nuclear bomb going off in your world in order to build it. But it's a nuclear bomb, and the waste is rainbows.
Imagine that.
Like, And you're too afraid. You're like, I know where that life is, and you could see it. You're smart enough. You've got the genius look at it, and you got all this Pisces in your ninth house to finally open up the golden gates, and you're just sitting there in hesitation and fear of disconnecting from fucking hell? Wow. I just don't. Cancer. I just don't. What the, one card? Look at that. Four of Wands reverse. Get out of the fucking shit you committed to that was horrible, and open up to where you know the real fucking love story is. That's actually going to bring you to the real shit. Fuck, man. Well, it was a good Deep Love Tarot. Make sure that you join me every Wednesday right now for my Hypergate Manifestation Masterclass. It is every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, or you can just watch the recordings or just catch. We're only on week 1, so week 2 starts this week out of 5 weeks. So make sure that you join me for that, especially if you want to manifest your life better, especially using your chart and so forth, and all about the secrets in the astrology and the secrets of manifestation. I already blew everybody's mind on the first week. They did not think I was going to go or I was going to go.
Yeah,
also, Don't Trip is less than 2 months away. We're at like 6.5 weeks. Get your passes now. Get your lodging now. We're going to have a high vibe camp. I'm going to be doing my talks. I'm going to be on the main stage DJing. We're going to have so much. We're going to have sacred space doing spirituality. It's going to be fucking amazing. And look at all the fucking artists on this thing. And we're going to be 9,000 feet up in nature. It's the time of my whole year. It's the best moment of my whole year. I don't promote a lot of things like this hard. I'm promoting this. I don't make $1 off it. There's no code I'm giving you. There's no like put in Leo King. Go. We invest all the energy to give back to our community, high vibe people, and people that follow me here on the Leo King, right? This is where I give back to the community for free, where I don't ask for anything. Don't trip for money. I just fucking am there, and we bring everything that we can to offer you. And Don't Trip brings everything to the table, creating this sacred space up in the top of the mountains that's so gorgeous and beautiful for us all to be in an amazing place of just honestly wonder. So, I mean, if you really are ready for the adventure and a spiritual adventure and one that's really about community and vibe and a place where people aren't tripping on this fucking crazy world and where we come together to enjoy life together and spend quality time out in the wilderness and music and art. And there's so many new artists coming and so many new vendors coming and so many more artists this year and our camp's getting bigger this year. And they went out of their way to give us our own space for high vibe this year. So I'm just telling you, don't miss out. It's only $200 for the fucking pass for the whole weekend, and then you get your lodging. We have a Telegram group. Where's that group at?
Where is that posted? I don't know. I can put a link under these videos.
Yeah, so Brian, where we have a Telegram group where people are linking up to lodge together or camp together or do whatever. But those passes go quick and that lodging goes quick. So appreciate you all. Make sure that you join Brian and I here every Monday on High Vibe or on my YouTube here. But definitely spread these videos and truly appreciate you. Make sure that you join High Vibe. Be part of my school. I'll see you every week for that. And of course, hope the best for you on this solar eclipse week. And we'll see you, of course, for all the astrology on High Vibe every day. Adios.